And we're live. Can everybody hear me? I need about 10 people to say yes on the screen. If you can hear me, press 1. Just hit 1 if you can hear me before I even start. No? Nobody can hear me? Okay. We're going to sit here and just look at each other until somebody tell me if them can hear me or not. All right. S. Diva, thank you. Anthony Vaz, thank you. Penals123, thank you. Simon G, thank you. All right. I was having some technical difficulties just now. My camera went out. For some reason, my camera don't light up anymore suddenly, and it just went black. Funny. That's the camera I use to live stream. So now I'm live streaming straight off of the generic camera that comes with the computer. And I hope you can hear me. All right. Shout out to everybody going out to work this morning. Shout out to everybody coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, payroll attendees, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Shout out to you. Days like these, we say, it's the freaking weekend, baby! Ha ha! Clap it up. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Miss Goldie Robinson, it's the freaking weekend, right? Earth strong to me, Miss Goldie Robinson. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Goldie Robinson. Happy birthday. What should I bring up on screen so you can make everybody see you and say happy birthday to you? Happy birthday to you. And Jerome said we must sing the other one, which is the more modern and our birthday song. Big up the Busy Signal. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. One more year upon them. Go on, all the vibes. Give thanks for life. Next year you're doing it again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Happy birthday, yeah, my friend. One more year upon them. Go on, all the vibes. Give thanks for life. Next year we're doing it again. Go listen to the rest of the song. Big up yourself, Miss Goldie Robinson. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much for being a part of this platform. Today is your day, your birthday, another one. Hope you enjoyed to the fullest. Know that you are blessed to be here and have that birthday and live it up, right? You only go once. You will never be this age again that you are today. Even tomorrow, you won't ever be this age again because you are that plus 1 day. All right, so enjoy. Big up to you again and thank you so much. All right, who else? Anybody else have a birthday in here today? I'm sharing platform today. Let me see. I'm sharing the platform today. Not too much. It'll be more in a controlled manner. So I'll share the link and I'll invite people on as I feel like. Then I'll clear the. Come on, I mostly want to be on the stage today. All right, understood? Cool. Everybody good with that? BM says birthday blessings. Wishing you countless more prosperous, healthy birthdays to you. Great Goodies also says happy birthday, blessed Earth Strong, happy Earth Strong. Who else there? Everybody wishing her happy birthday, right? Right. Sheldon Weldon says happy birthday, Goldie. And you have Claudette Sterling saying happy Friday to SouFLo and all the fam who are here. Make sure you remember to say happy birthday to Miss Goldie Robinson as well. All right. I'm going to put the link in the comments right here. Paste it. Right. That's all. Then I'm going to go over here. I feel like a DJ with 2 turntables and a mic. All right, and we're going to pin the link. The link is now pinned at the top of the chat for anybody who wants to join us on screen. The number to call in is also 1-806-587-8953. Call in. WhatsApp is free. 658-78953. That's the number. The number will be lost. So I'll just keep refreshing it every now and then. I miss your Earth Strong, Great Goodies. When was your Earth Strong? Great Goodies, when was your Earth Strong? Great Goodies says you miss my Earth Strong. When was your Earth Strong, friend? Waiting on Great Goodies. You did miss my Earth Strong. Happiest birthday to you. Well, all right, let's get started until Great Goodies answer. The day before your Earth Strong. Really? But you never tell me that. Or you weren't on. Because if you were on, I would have sung you a happy birthday. But now I'm going to take away from Miss Goldie Robinson by singing you happy birthday this morning, though. Because I fear her birthday. So I'm going to sing you a happy belated birthday upon the next day. My Great Goodies. Morning, Karen noticed. My Earth Strong was way back when not 2011, but September 11th. That was like a long time ago. We're at the 26th now. Morning, SouFLoTV family. Up. It's the freaking weekend, baby. Enough love to everyone. Karen noticed, enough love to you. Big up yourself as well. At any given time, whoever wants to join on screen, but please don't come on screen, come not say nothing. If you're going to join on screen, I need you to be talking or at least joined into the conversation, right? We know say you're pretty and you look good on these things already, but we don't want to just stare upon you this morning. To the ladies, the man, them, we don't know about all that. Let's start off lightly. To the person who said yesterday that they're going to unsubscribe and end their membership yesterday, I said to the lady who told me that, please go ahead and do so. Let me make this clear again. I am super appreciative for everybody who has a membership to this channel. I'm super appreciative for everybody who is subscribed to this channel. I'm super appreciative for everybody who, even those who just watch and still don't have no membership and them just watch from the outside. Because as you can see, 217 people are on right now live, and it's not 217 people in the chat. And the chat is designated this morning for members only who are paid membership. So that tells you that without you, the channel couldn't go anywhere. Why do some people feel like you owe them your life because them subscribe, or you owe them your life because they bought a membership to the channel? I'm putting out content that I think you resonate with. And if you resonate with the content, then come be a part of the family. And I treat everybody with respect. I'm the kind of person who give respect until I'm disrespected. Or if I feel like, let me tell you how what happened. I was so in my zone about the shooting of the young man, Jamar, in Cherry Tree Lane in Jamaica and Clarendon. Everybody knows where Clarendon I come from, right? I was so locked into that and pointing out all the stuff that has came out from Indicom concerning that. A lady jumped in the comment section and said something about, oh, I'm glad to see you and your wife are doing well still. And next time, don't piss off wifey SouFLo. And my reply was, how is that comment even relevant to that video? Because I'm talking about a young man that got killed. His family is grieving. Something that could happen to all of us if checks and balances aren't put in place. And here you are, so invested in my relationship. You talk about you're glad to see me and wifey doing all right. And I don't even know where that came from. So that's all I said. I said, how is that comment relevant to this video? I'm here talking about a young man who lost his life, right? And here you go with this. But don't piss off wifey next time. The lady replied back and said, I'm unsubscribing and I'm ending my membership, and that family stuff that you talk about over there is not really so. And we can all see that it's a fake. We are a family over here. So yeah, tell me, say, when your brother or sister or your cousin or your auntie or your uncle says something that you don't like or disagree with, you disconnect from the family, you end the family relationship, you're no longer a part of the family. One of the things we promote over here, see, is the ability to disagree with each other, but still keep it mutually respectful with each other, right? And still deal with each other with some kind of love in their same way. So if me I say things that make you feel like, oh, I'm gonna end my membership and me not like, more on all these things, I think some of you really need to like leave social media alone sometimes. Y'all give me 1 second. The kids are about to go off to school. Munchie is right here. I'm gonna do Kai's hair. Kai say I grow dreads. I couldn't tell Miss Ruby them say I want to grow dreadlocks, but Kai say he's growing dreads. So there's a way that I groom his hair in the morning time, so him still can look groomed going to school, and just picky and look so like him just roll out of bed. So talk amongst yourself for like 5 minutes or less, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna do him here and then say bye. Say hi to everybody, Papa. Hi. Say hi, Munchie. Hi. Over here, Mommy. You're on this camera. Say hi. 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 All right. So give me a second. I'll be right back. My camera broke, bro. Come on. Thank you. Come. Oh, I like the skirt. Oh, your shorts. Skirt. Hey, come on. Daddy. Yes, honey. My water bottle. I got my mommy's water bottle. What happened to your water bottle? You don't know. You lost it. It's Friday, guys. So there's a football game later. You're probably not gonna want to go. Why? Because I know you don't want to go to the football games anymore. Because you said it. You don't like being out there. I'm going. Do you like being out there? Me? Yeah. I have to be out there, whether I like it or not. That's what daddy has to do. You don't have to go. I do have to go. I have kids that are playing out there. Would you like it if I don't come to your games? You would want me to come to your games, right? Yeah. Okay. So I gotta go to your brother's games. You don't have to come if you don't want to come, because I don't want you getting all bit up by mosquitoes, but if you want to come, you can come also. Well, after school. I love you. Tomorrow. I'll see you later, okay? Yeah. All right. Give me my hug, Munch. I love you, Punchy. See you later, okay? All right, Mom. All right. Later, Pop. Yeah. All right. All right. And the babies are off. Back to it. Morning, SouFLo, and everyone. Great GB, please like the live. I was so engrossed in watching SouFLo other video that I'm late for class. Marilyn Grant, I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, I'm here now. Fully dedicated to you now. I'm not too like the camera here, but we're going to work with it. The ISO is so turned up, but I'm going to work with it. what we have on the table this morning, back to what I was saying before. I put up a video. The video that I put up, man. These videos that I do, you can tell when I'm super into a topic, right? So I don't want, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I could have came off softer at her, at the person, but I was just amazed at how I couldn't go on a video where a woman is crying about her son, police just shoot him down, and somebody was talking about it and saying, I'm all for law enforcement, but we saw the video where it looks like the young man was killed and the police story not matching up to what. And then I couldn't go on a video like that and leave a comment contrary to. You know, I thought it was insensitive. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I saw the comment too.
You saw the comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just like, I thought it was insensitive that she would say that on that video, you know?
Well, I'm not calling to take up for her because I didn't think that was relevant to what you were saying. But it looks like you had put up a video of you and Shaki and the family that you had previously done in Jamaica.
Right. I used clips from that video.
And you used that, and you did a voiceover.
Right.
To do the video of the young man that got shot.
Right.
So she is
thinking
about the show that you did before in the morning when we was discussing the situation with your wife and with Kai.
Right.
But I'm saying.
But I just did a video in the morning.
That particular video that you're talking about, the gentleman that got shot, don't have nothing to do with
us being in the video.
Exactly.
And us being in the video was so short.
You know, if you really watch and you keep up with SouFLo and his family, you would watch the video and know that that's an old video of him and his wife.
Right. The only thing I wanted to use from that video really was the part in Jamaica, like driving the streets.
Right.
Right. And I wanted to do a voiceover using that.
So when she left the comment, the first thing I thought in my mind, that's an old video of him and his family that he's using, and he's doing a voiceover.
Right.
What does that have to do with what he's talking about?
And even if she didn't know it was an old video, I'm talking about a young man losing his life.
Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't have nothing to do
with me pissing off wifey and me and wifey having issues. And
even if she's trying to encourage you about your relationship or whatever.
Yeah.
The way that she said what she said to me wasn't proper.
Hey, listen, it's all good, man. I'm not even gonna stretch it out anymore than there. Thanks for saying you saw it, so you know people know saying I make me
on a lighter note. Before you get started, me watch the meet and greet live. And me say me laugh.
You watch it back.
Yes.
It was festive. It was super festive.
When me say all of the SouFLo man them, I say, why for that?
Yeah.
Me laugh, but think about it, SouFLo. When me say the SouFLo man them, what does SouFLo mean?
SouFLo means South Florida.
So basically what I'm saying
all
is
of the man them in South Florida.
All of the South Florida man them.
Nobody we need to know, Marie, no, cause no matter how you try to spin it, nobody with it.
It's South Florida.
Because you are in South Florida, right?
Exactly.
And you were saying link all the South Florida man them link up.
Exactly.
So you can pick, choose, and refuse.
The way it's like, why for that? Why for that?
Yeah. Because I mean him SouFLo. So SouFLo have no man.
Right. I never realized when we did that say now. I when me play it back. I watch it again. I say, oh my, why for that?
It was a good link up, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go back in that chat.
All right, big
later.
up yourself. That's Marie's message 411 TV checking in. SD must say still a wife for that. Chris, big up yourself all the way from the UK. Chris was on the screen as well. Chris are one of them where the girls them say look like a sugar. I feel them sugar. No. There were lots of, oh my gosh, Chris is so handsome. May I say Chris there in the UK. So if you can make that trad there, then and Chris can link up. I don't know. Anyway, it wasn't a video to romantically link people up. It was just a video for link up me with my audience, and we can all see each other's face. So let's see my face all the time, every morning. So it's time for y'all to see each other's faces. So you get a more familiar feeling with each other, humanize each other more. To the lady yesterday who said she's going to end her membership, you weren't a member in the first place. I checked. But even though you weren't a member, it still does not mean anything there. I don't disrespect people purposely. So if you found what I said disrespectful, that was not my intent. And I apologize, okay? A wise man said, when somebody tell you, say, you harm them, don't talk about, I didn't harm you. How did I harm you? That's not serious. Don't do that. Just say you apologize and done. Right? So I apologize genuinely because my intent was not to harm you. I was truly caught up in the material more than anything else. And every time I do a story like that, I put myself in I'm a father of 6. So every time I do a story like that, I put myself in the shoes of a parent who just lost their own child. I wouldn't want to see nobody talking about anything else on the thread having to do with my child just losing his life. So I took it a bit personal, probably shouldn't have, and my response was a bit peppery, but I still wasn't disrespectful. But if you find it disrespectful, I apologize. All right, we're gonna move on from this about that. Yeah, Chris. Chris say a filter. Chris, them say you're cute. Chris says a filter. I just say you really look. Yo, all right, listen. Noah Lyles, this is what we have on the board this morning, right? Noah Lyles' wedding date is set. Then we're going to talk about Jamaicans encouraging police officers to kill. You have Jamaicans who are encouraging police officers to kill. I literally go in the comment section and saw that not enough. I put up that the police force in Jamaica, which Indicom released those numbers yesterday, the police force in Jamaica has killed over 255 Jamaicans so far for the year. 255 Jamaicans killed in 9 months. Majority of them were done on these operations. Majority of them is the same story. Him draw a gun, we shoot him, sweep that under the rug, it's done, move on to the next one. And I said, wow. I see people in the comment section saying that not enough, them need to kill more. On the same video where we're talking about the young man and the video shows him holding his hands up in the air. So I think we need to have a broader conversation about that. There's one called Fatal Cherry Tree Shooting, Regrettable, Constabulary Force Supports Body Camera. Then you have the highest police in the land in Jamaica who left a lengthy message for Indicom and others, which to me, after reading it, I'll save my thoughts for when we get into that material. And then Donald Trump approves a $14 billion TikTok deal. The facts about that, so that TikTok will not be banned from the United States of America. I know some of you are super addicted to TikTok. I'm not, but you might want to know what's going on there with TikTok. And then the Donna Lee Donaldson, Noel Maitland. Noel Maitland is in court again after they took a month off. So some administrative things could be put in place, plus them couldn't find witnesses when it's time to come back to the trial. And now they're back in court again, and testimonies are on their way again, or underway, seeking justice for Donna Lee Donaldson. So those are the things that we're going to cover this morning on here. You will see me putting up videos of football. football practice and training and drills that are being done. And I know that it's not a lot of you cup of tea and all that. So those videos will get very low views, but I'm not doing them for your sake specifically. I am actually doing them because this is a plan between me and my two sons who are both seniors in high school who are going off to college next year. The deal is we will compile a string of videos that when we go out and start going to these colleges, shopping them around, basically, we will have one place where we can send the recruitment people or send the coaches to, so they can have a good look at the guys, at the boys, even without having to visit their facility. Their school, like all the way in Ohio State, which is on my son's list. We all the way in Florida. So we're not going to drive all the way up to Ohio State unless like we're guaranteed, or fly up there unless we're guaranteed a training slot where he can be properly evaluated and then, written in for a scholarship or something like that. So they can do it through this medium. And that's the reason why you see me putting them up there. All right. So I'm going to see the video them. Big up to the people who see the video them pass and leave some good comments and these kind of things. But it's not like particularly for your consumption then. And it's for them and their friends and whoever else they're marketing themselves to as well. So with that said, moving right along. Do you want to start with Noah Lyles, or you want me to just run down my list from the top to the end, or do you want to choose where you start? Because you can start with Noah Lyles' wedding, or you can start with Jamaicans encouraging police to do more killings, or you can start with Trump and TikTok, or you can start with Donna Lee Donaldson. Those are your four choices. Noah Lyles' wedding, Jamaicans encouraging police to do more killings, Trump and TikTok, or Donna Lee Donaldson. Those are the four things we have to talk about this morning. Nisha says Trump. All right, so Noah select. Start with Donna Lee. S. Diva says. All right, S. Diva says start with Donna Lee. Nisha says Trump. Claudette Sterling says Noah. Dorothy T says Donna. Jay Robinson says wedding. That's Noah. Noah is Sterling says Noah. We are 15, 16, 17 seconds in. DT, that's Donald Trump. Trump again. Trump again. Unstoppable says Trump. Denise Park says Donna Lee. Virtuous 5 says Donna Lee. We're having more Donna Lee. Donna Lee is leading the way right now with Noah's wedding taking a close second. We are 30 seconds in and counting. DT, Donald Trump, Great Goodies says Trump. Trump is winning right now. The Trump one not too interesting, but we can get it out the way. Friends says Nash. We don't know who named Nash. Miss Goldie Robinsons, we're 40 seconds in. We have 20 seconds to go and counting. I see more Trump than anything else. Donna Lee. If we get two more Donna Lees, it will be Donna Lee. We're 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And it is Trump. All right. So no one hear about Donald Trump on TikTok. All right. Wait, there's somebody said them have a crush on Noah. Who said that? You better go crush up garbage can and paper. Somebody said they have a crush on Noah. Noah is about to be married, but let's get into all this. And Noah look like the type I'm sure a lot of women have a crush on Noah. He's famous now, super famous now, and pretty rich now. So, Jay-Z said there's no such thing as an ugly billionaire or millionaire. All we know is big and broad and your eye them cross and your teeth them buck like rabbit. If you got $1 billion, these women are different. They'll be like, oh my God, I just love his buck teeth so much. Like when he kisses me, they just knock against my teeth like it want to lick them out. But it's something about the clash with the way they clash, like nobody else's teeth clashes with mine like his. and his eyes, I know they're crossed and everything, but it just made me feel like he sees more than everybody else sees. I just love his cross eyes so much. You know, when you have a whole heap of money, you know, anything goes. I just love his cross eyes so much. You know, the way they cross, they just look like he just sees more than everybody else. You know, that's probably why he is so intuitive, and everything he says is right. It's always right. So when you're broke, move your buck teeth, your teeth them big like rabbit. Look all your eye them cross like. Who y'all look on? Which part? Oh, the wicked like what? All right, let's get into Trump real quick, right? So there's a rumor out there that Donald Trump, well, it's not a rumor, it's news media houses were putting out that Trump struck a deal to keep TikTok in the United States of America and not banned from the US. So the report that Donald Trump approved, we went and fact-checked it this morning over at Fact Check. The report that Donald Trump approved a $140 million TikTok deal to prevent a ban in the United States of America is actually inaccurate. He did conduct business and finalize some business, but it was to a way bigger tune of money. So the valuation for the US portion of the app is most recently approved. In the most recently approved deal is much higher. And the figure of 140 million likely originated from an unrelated story. Here's the facts. An actual deal has been made. The actual deal was made on September 25th. Today is the 26th. The actual deal was made, signed on September 25th, 2025. President Trump signed an executive order advancing a deal that values TikTok's US business at approximately $14 billion. Not $140 million, $14 billion. The ownership structure under the new agreement, ByteDance, a company named ByteDance, 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 will reduce its stake in TikTok's US operations to less than 20%, with the remaining shares transferred to American investors. Oracle is set to oversee the app's algorithm and user data, addressing national security concerns. So you can go look up who ByteDance is, who owns it. You can go look up Oracle, who owns it, because they will be the ones basically managing TikTok's algorithm from now on and all its data, its user data. The concern was that all our stuff was going over to China, and the US had no say in what China was doing with all this data from American citizens, and they were pretty scared that it could be used or weaponized to be used against us. On the other hand, you have advocates who are saying that's not really what it's about. It's more about the app itself is super influential, and America does not want indoctrination from China or others through that app. So if they grab control of the algorithm of the app, then they can control what goes through the app into the minds of Americans. You get it? All right. So the origins of the fake news, the fabricated $140 million figure, they said that likely came from a unreleased ABC News story that was posted on Facebook in December of 2023, which reported $140 million fine against Southwest Airlines. And this was mistaken for a TikTok transaction, and it circulated as misinformation. So it's not $140 million. The deal, yes, actually did go through yesterday, and it was for $14 billion. 140 million, 14 billion. That's two significantly different numbers. Another thing about this is it's an executive order. And I read the fine print because I'm somebody who read fine print. And the fine print said that all that executive order did was give TikTok another 120 days in the United States of America. So it gives them another 120 days to figure out if they want to abide by these terms and conditions that were put forth in this deal. The terms and conditions of the deal are that ByteDance will reduce its stake in TikTok US operations to less than 20%, and the remaining shares will be transferred to American investors, and Oracle will oversee the app's algorithm and user data. Simply put, right? Everybody is on the same page. The reason for the deal, the agreement was prompted by the 2024 Protecting Americas from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act. The law required ByteDance to sell TikTok's US assets or face a nationwide ban, a measure the Supreme Court upheld in January of 2025. And they've been fighting ever since to keep TikTok in the US, but the US doesn't want TikTok in it. Well, those in power don't want TikTok in the US unless they can control its algorithm and its user data. All right. We need more comedy. Tell us more about cat eyes and scattered teeth. Gerald Pearson. Gerald, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Wouldn't be surprised if America will have to start paying for it. If Americans will have to start paying to use TikTok and it wouldn't just be a free app, I wouldn't be surprised either. And you know what? If TikTok actually at this moment, it's kind of like giving somebody drugs and then they're hooked on it, and then you take away the drugs and then you start selling it to them, or you start telling them, I got your fix, but you have to pay me $2 for it. $2 a month. Your membership fee is $5 a month. The amount of people who are on TikTok, if they actually start charging $5 per month for membership, majority of the people who are on it right now will pay the $5 per month, because $5 is not a lot. But when you have $5 times how many people are on TikTok, then you have a whole lot of money. So yeah, that's a good one right there. Let's see. How many Americans are on TikTok? Approximately 170 million Americans are on TikTok. And this was from 2024. Wow. 170 million times $5 equals.
The answer is 850 million United States dollars.
Just like that. 850 million United States dollars every year. If they just say right now, everybody start paying $5 a month for your membership. And that's a year. That's 850 million per month. Yeah, that's per month. 850 million US per month. 850 million times 12.
The answer is 10 billion 200 million.
10 billion 200 million. Drops mic. Done. Just by saying $5 for your account from now on. Damn. Anyhow, imagine being that person who actually built this app, and then your app became so powerful that governments are fighting over your app and the amount of influence your app has in their country and all these things. Jeez. Anyway, we're moving right along. We're not going to stay on that for long. Just wanted to get that piece of information out the way. So the TikTokers out there, because we know so enough of the big people coming like little picnic and probably lay down on the bed all night TikToking, can't go sleep and then wake up late for work in the morning and all kind of things like that. Not true? You must put down the phone. You put down the phone and go get some sleep. Let's talk about Noah Lyles and Janelle and their wedding. Well. Remember just the other day at the World Championships where they were saying bad stuff about Janelle, calling her Blackie and saying that Noah Lyles is done winning. So Blackie is not getting any more hype after this and all these things, or you should have found a better looking Jamaican girl. Why never get a dolly and all them something there? All right. Fast forward to today now. So Noah, first of all, shuts down the 200 meters. You know, Noah Lyles said the 100 meter is like his stepchild kind of thing. And he was like, I love it, but it's not my child. It's not my thing. He said that's the 100 meter sprint. He said the 200, that's his baby. The 200 meters, anybody who wants that is going to have to come fight him for it and take it from him. And, you know, remember he said going up to the race, he was like, I don't know if I'll start late or if I'll get a good start, you know, but all I know is when I hit that corner, nobody is beating me off that corner. And then he said, I'm probably gonna be regretting this and screaming my head off in my hotel room after this. But that's how I'm feeling right now. So let's go. Remember? SouFLo. S Diva says, SouFLo, you see the video with the old woman with them on TikTok and them say, put on the phone and eat. Ew. And eat what? No, me not see that. I didn't see that one. What? Calling someone Blackie? People really need to stop with this color coding. Yeah, the Buffalo saw the rest. They were doing all that last week. But Janelle has good news this week. Because Olympic athlete Noah Lyles and his fiancée, fellow Olympian Janelle Bromfield, they are set to marry in spring of 2026. He actually released the date specifically. The spring of 2026 was said before. He released the date. The date released is April 4th of 2026 is their wedding day. The couple, who announced their engagement in October of 2024, revealed details about their wedding in an interview with The Knot. They are incorporating, this is a plan for their wedding. They plan to incorporate Janelle's Jamaican-ness and her Jamaican heritage into the wedding. And they said that they're planning a glamorous Tuscan-themed event with a modern twist. So the date is set for April 4th of 2026. The theme is Tuscan-inspired with a glass tent and modern twist. And the cultural touches, the wedding will highlight Janelle Bromfield's Jamaican heritage with plans to feature Jamaican cuisine and vendors from Jamaica. When asked about the vows for the wedding, Noah says he intends to wing it, just as he did his proposal speech, a contrast to his fiance's plan to write hers in advance. So for those of you who don't know what wing it means you just go out there and just say something and just do it. No plans. Noah says he doesn't want to plan it. The same way he proposed to her, he just winged it and said what was on his mind and in his heart is the same way he wants to do for his wedding vows. Janelle said she wants to write hers out. So that's the plan. The wedding size, the couple said they are aiming for a wedding around under 200 people. They want under 200 guests at the wedding, but it'll still be a luxurious glamorous wedding. So the date has been set officially April 4th, 2026. Right? So big up to Janelle and big up to Noah and congratulations. And Noah, thank you for not embarrassing her, because trust me, whole heap of people are waiting to laugh at her. Whole heap of, and y'all know this too. Sometimes I say the stuff nobody else wants to say. Whole heap of people are waiting to laugh at her. Just by looking at the comment section of how her own Jamaican women, a lot of them were talking about her. Big up the one them who don't engage in that level of negativity. But you can sense the hate and the jealousy and the typical something where comes with us, the hate and the jealousy and all that, you know. You stop run track and field for run down man. That kind of stuff. You know, not knowing that the girl ran track and field for 15 years already, and she not even 30 years old yet. And she is an Olympian twice. So, and has Olympic medals of her own. So, you know, the little ring something where the Olympic sign is, Janelle can get one of them tattooed there too, because she's genuinely an Olympian. You understand? She has accomplishments of her own as well. She wasn't just a nobody, and Noah pick her up and now she must be so happy kind of thing. He found who he found, you know. She is his dolly. So big him up for that, for staying true to his word and all that. You know, some people get engaged and then 20 years later, they're still not married. That's sometimes how it goes. He said he's engaging to get married. And when they asked him, so when's the wedding? When he announced the engagement and they asked him, so when's the wedding? He said, it won't be long. It won't be long because I'm engaged to be married. So you should be getting married sometime soon. Well, April 4th of 2026, not far away. We're almost at the end of 2025. So we're talking about October, November, December, January, February, March, April. 6 months and a wake up. And she'll be walking down the aisle, so to speak. Yeah. Dorothy T, you're absolutely right. In life, you know, you have to ignore bad mind a lot of the time. And the naysayers too. The ones who say you can't do it. Like going through this football thing with my sons, they're like, we have NFL dreams. And then you'll have people who are like, you better find something else to do because you know how hard it is to make it that far. And other people made it that far. They did the work. So if you're doing the work, why wouldn't you make it that far? If you're blessed with all the abilities already, somebody said this morning, the comment is still over there on the comment section for the last video I put up with my big baby, which is Kosi. Kosi is 6'3", 389 pounds, wears size 16 shoes. He is a lineman. That is the size of the average size of the guys who play in his position that he plays. And he is athletic with it. So I'm not big on stock. So if you're already blessed with all the attributes, right, to get you there, the next thing you have to do is put in the work, right? But people who have never done stuff before will look at you and tell you, say, you can't do it. Just remember this, you're not them and they're not you. You understand? You tried it and didn't do it. It never worked out for you. I don't want to hear about it. But don't tell me I can't do it because I'm not you. Now, along the lines of her feisty answer from last week, or feisty answer from last week that we liked so much when she answered the girl and said, me did a run for buy a house. This was Janelle's answer when the girl said she stop run track and field so she can go run down man. And Janelle said, well, I was running to buy a house and we did that. I was running to start a business and he's investing, you know, and she was like, you want to go run for me? Because you seem so invested in me running, like you want to go run for me? Now, check this out. Noah Lyles, as of 2025, his net worth has increased significantly. As of 2025, according to Forbes, Noah Lyles is now worth $7 million. though this figure is not official because it can change at some point based on these based on the competition money and potential revenues from fashion and music. If one of the deals fall through, it might be 6,500,000, or it might end up at, so his net worth as we stand is around $7 million. Winning the 100-meter gold at the 2024 Olympics, all the sponsorships that came with it at the Paris Olympics, and his multiple titles directly leads to his money. And then on top of that, he has lucrative endorsements, right? A significant part of his income comes from endorsements, particularly his richest contract in the sport of track and field since the retirement of Usain Bolt with Adidas. That contract alone is estimated to be about $2 million annually. So it's a payout of $2 million annually. And further ventures, he has expressed interest in fashion and music, in the music industry and the fashion industry, which could potentially see his income skyrocket way beyond the $7 million that it is now. So, back to what me did I say. Me now go back my tongue, me I go say it. Blackie, for a lot of you who are colorists and frigged up in your mind, Blackie wasn't supposed to get a good man. Blackie wasn't supposed to get a millionaire at that. Not in Jamaican dollars millionaire either. Blackie wasn't supposed to get a world famous and rich man. Blackie wasn't supposed to get to the soft life so early. Blackie was supposed to struggle and batter in life, and nobody should want Blackie. And all that, it's all in your mind, friend. It's all in your mind. I tell you what, when I look at other articles where Janelle is, like when she did the fashion thing the other day, and I saw the article, we better wake up for those of us who still think this kind of way, because the world itself is waking up. I saw like 1 million comments about her skin complexion and her tone of her skin and how beautiful it is and how smooth it is, and she looks like a velvet doll and all kind of sitting. So I would encourage Janelle, and not only her, but people who are out here who go through the same thing, because we have people right here in this family right here who grew up under the same circumstances and go through the same thing. Damn, you real pretty for a black girl, or you're real pretty for somebody who is so dark, or one of them funny comment there. I will encourage y'all to focus on the positive, because there are a lot of people out here who love just the way you look and the way you are. It's kind of like those women, sisters who say, black men don't like us when we wear our natural hair. That's why we wear the weave. Because you're focused on the men who don't like black women with their natural hair. And I promise you that there are millions of black men out here who love black women in her natural state. You're just not attracted to them. You want the one them will like you when you bleach out and your hair wig and your wig piece on and all that. So you have to go where you're liked and appreciated is what the message is, right? Go where you're loved and liked and appreciated and that. So big up again to Janelle and Noah. And I look forward to seeing what this wedding is going to be like. I look forward to them having children. Me and people business, I look forward to them crossbreeding, if you put it that way there. I know it don't sound too kosher, but when I say crossbreeding, I'm talking about the genetics. The genetics are going to produce some beautiful children, if you really think about it. So it's going to be interesting to see. Noah could look at his children and say, your mom was an Olympian too. Damn. So daddy didn't do it all alone. Mommy did it too. Kind of thing. Janelle might have her little children, them where she want to run track and these kind of things too. She will be able to coach them from a first person perspective, because she been there and done it. It's going to be a joyride for them. I wish them all the best. I wish them all the best. Knowing that no relationship is perfect. I left an answer to a comment on one of their videos. I think I said, oh, Janelle says the way he loves me, the way he is tender, the way he is soft, the way he allows me to be myself and all this other stuff. And I said, that is so beautiful. And I hope you never forget to reciprocate. Because sometimes you get that in a life. Get this person who is loving and caring and everything, and then you forget to reciprocate. You're just basking in this whole loving and caring stuff, but you have to care for who care for you. You have to love back who loves you back. Not that they're expecting it, but they are expecting it. Nobody goes around taking care of their enemy. Nobody goes around loving on people who show them so them don't really want them or love them. So I left that on Janelle's comment, and I hope it is in her mind that she remembers to be that way to him too. And they'll have a wonderful relationship. Like everybody else will have wonderful relationships. Night TV Lifestyle, big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Good morning. Kai Tai Jai Empress is in the building. Thank you for being here as well. Kai Tai Jai Empress says good morning to both of them. So let's scratch that one off the list. Again, Noah Lyles' wedding date with Janelle Brumfield is set for April 4th of 2026. Uh-oh. I can only imagine the excitement. We have other topics to get into this morning, though. We have already talked about Donald Trump and the TikTok thing. The deal was not completed. An executive order was signed, which gives TikTok another 120 days before they have to come to an agreement. So that's 4 more months. We'll be at the end of the year and into the new year by the time that happens, right? These executive orders. Executive orders, by the way, are not law. I don't know if y'all know that or not. They're not law, but they are. Anyway, do you want to get into the Donna Lee Donaldson, Noel Maitland case update next? I just feel like King Big's probably traveling. Marie's message. King Biggs travels a lot. King Biggs is an engineer. So I'm traveling a lot. He's probably traveling and working. All right. Let's get into this one. Don't want to do the cherry tree lane yet. Let's talk about the Donna Lee Donaldson. I feel like the courts in Jamaica, as well as the news media in Jamaica, is trying their best to, I wouldn't say sabotage, but them really are trying to sweep this case. They're really trying to sweep this case like under the rug. Even the way how they report it into the public space. Walk with me, I'm going to show you. So, the case keeps taking breaks. And the case recently took another 1 month break, and then when it was time to come back, they couldn't locate a prime witness, so the case took even a longer break. And now the case is back on again. Tuesday, September 23rd of 2025. Despite forensic evidence showing no trace of blood on the sofa allegedly linked to Donna Lee Donaldson's disappearance, a former car wash worker insisted in court that what she saw was blood. Now, this is faulty recording. This is faulty reporting. May I read it for you again? The Gleaner. Despite forensic evidence showing no traces of blood on the sofa allegedly linked to Donna Lee Donaldson. We could stop right there. They don't have the sofa. The sofa disappeared. So for them to say, despite forensic evidence showing no traces of blood on the sofa that's allegedly linked to Donna Lee Donaldson's disappearance, that is very misleading. That's leading all of us into thinking that, oh, so they do have the sofa, and they tested the sofa and no trace of blood was found on it. So the story that the car wash attendee told about blood like rice grain pouring out of the sofa is lie them was telling them. Oh, so them want to lock up Noel and the lies. The people, they don't have the sofa. The person who wrote this for the Jamaica Gleaner, if they had wrote, despite forensic evidence showing no traces of blood from the car wash where the sofa was washed, that's what it should have said. There's a big difference. But they said, despite forensic evidence showing no traces of blood on the sofa, like them have the sofa. Hear this out. And I know I've said it 10 times already, but we're going to run you through it now. So despite forensic evidence showing no traces of blood on the sofa allegedly linked to Donna Lee Donaldson's disappearance, a former car wash worker insisted in court that what she saw was blood. If you remember her testimony, she said it thick up, it was coagulating is what the word is, but she said thick up. And she said the flies them was just taken to it. And it raw smelling. Those are all descriptions of blood for sure. But this is her testimony. So a former car wash attendee insists in court that what she saw with her own two eyes was blood. Under cross-examination, she admitted that she could not scientifically confirm the substance, but rejected suggestions that she was mistaken, maintaining that the sofa oozed with what she believes to be blood. And she gave reasons why she thought it was blood. So this is the defense trying to discredit her testimony, right? Well, could you scientifically confirm that that was actual blood coming out that couch? And she would say, no, of course, I'm a car wash attendee. I work at the car wash. But the coach come in and miss the blood. Okay, so we're not sure that it's blood. And she's like, I am sure that it's blood. And they're like, but there's no way for you to be sure it's blood. It could have been paint. It could have been a whole heap of Kool-Aid. It could have been anything other than blood. Why are you so sure it was blood? But they've created that doubt in the courtroom now. So once the doubt is created in the courtroom, you have to prove beyond that doubt that it was blood, right? So a forensic crime scene investigator testified on Thursday that no traces of blood were found at the location where the sofa, allegedly stained with blood, was reportedly washed, causing doubt on earlier testimonies that were given in this ongoing murder trial of Constable Noel Maitland. So a forensic expert investigator gone to court now enough to testify. Because remember, the story was he moved the couch and ordered the men to take the couch to the car wash, and them drive with the couch and him drive back at them, and they went to the car wash and them hosed down the couch. The girl said she was washing the couch down first, after which one of the men who came with the couch, Noel them, took the equipment from her, the power hose, and started hosing down the couch and hosing down the ground by himself. He started doing the work himself. I'm thinking he was thinking, she not do it right. Me do it. Because me know when me a wash out. You know? So they are working hard to discredit her findings, and they have a forensic expert who testified that she went to the site, took samples and tests, and nothing was found. The investigator told the court that she visited the car wash, identified by a former employee, and conducted a luminol test at the specific area where the sofa was said to have been cleaned. The test returned negative results. So, if you know anything about luminol, if there is blood splatter anywhere or blood stain anywhere under darkness, the luminol is gonna like glow. I saw they did one where the man had killed his wife and he used the axe. So every time him swing the axe, right, and came back up like this to swing again, the blood would go like that and hit the roof, the ceiling, and everything. He bleached down that entire place, bleached it off of the walls and everything. And they still were able to go in there, spread luminol all over, shut the lights off. And all you heard the detective say, he was like, damn, he did this with so much hate and so much rage, because he was obviously swinging down and coming all the way up, flashing the blood over the ceiling, coming back down, up, flashing the blood, and you could see it everywhere, right? So this forensic expert said they went to where the sofa was and they did the luminol test. Now, are they able to do luminol in broad daylight? Was this luminol test done properly? Isn't darkness required for the luminol to show you where? And if you're thinking about a car wash with power hose, that probably would be enough to remove that evidence from there. So the investigator told the courts that she visited the car wash, identified by a former employee. And another thing is, when did they visit the car wash? How soon after the couch was there did they visit the car wash? All that's not being said. The investigator told, I hope the state is wise enough to ask these questions. When did they visit the car wash? How long after the couch had been there did the forensic team visit that car wash and conduct that luminol exam? The investigators told the courts that she visited the car wash, identified by a former employee, and conducted the luminol test at a specific area where the sofa was said to have been cleaned. The test resulted negative results. So with the use of luminol, if there are any traces of blood or DNA, it will give off a light blue color to show that something is actually there, the witness explained. Once blood is present, it will give off a reading. The witness said that she was part of the police team, including the lead investigating officer that visited the car wash. Could you say police looking out for their own? Could you say cover up? And I hope, again, that the prosecution brings this up. I'm not accusing anybody. I'm just saying the possibility of. So earlier on in the trial, the former car wash worker testified that on the morning of July 13th, 2022, a man she referred to as Brown Man brought in the sofa, and eventually, after she started doing it, Brown Man took over power washing the sofa himself. Who brings a sofa to a car wash? That's first of all. Where my phone at? I have to ask some question. Who brings a sofa to a car wash? And then the timing of the sofa going to the car wash right after your girlfriend disappeared. And she went into your apartment and was never seen again. On what date was Donna Lee Donaldson reported missing in Jamaica? Donna Lee Donaldson, now known as Donna Lee Donaldson, was reported missing in Jamaica Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. Donna Lee Donaldson was reported missing July 13th of 2022. So here you have a bunch of stuff you have to put together. Now walk this back. The morning Donna Lee Donaldson was reported missing, her mom was the one that reported her missing. Her mom reported her missing that morning because Noel called her, according to the mom, and said, "Mom, you see Donna?" And the mother immediately said, "Noel, nobody with no foolishness," or something like that. She was like, "What do you mean if me see Donna? You came here and pick her up yesterday. I saw you leave with her. Why are you asking me if I see Donna? Where's my daughter?" Noel said, "Boy, we have a little fight." And she leave the apartment and walk gone somewhere. And I haven't seen or heard from her since. Right? This is all happening on the 13th. The mother testified and said Noel then told her, "Report her missing. Report her missing." So while I tell the mother to report her missing on the 13th, the report comes in on the 13th. Donna Lee Donaldson was reported missing Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. She was last seen 2 days earlier on the 11th when she was with Noel as she was entering his apartment in New Kingston. Earlier in the trial, the former car wash worker testified that on the morning of July 13th, 2022, same morning that she's being reported missing, the coach is going to the car wash. It don't take a damn genius to figure that out. A man she referred to as Brown Man. We want to know where Brown Man there. A Brown Man are the one that died. Brown Man brought in the sofa, and as I started to wash the sofa, Brown Man took over from me and started power washing the sofa himself. She testified that while she was washing the sofa was being washed with bleach and a degreaser. And she observed blood like rice grain oozing from that couch. You want to bet me say Brown Man is the one we're dead? You want to bet me, bro? Somebody was, I hate to say it, but I think somebody was probably even tying up loose ends. That's just me thinking out loud. No one accuse nobody of nothing. I'm just thinking the dots are looking like that's where it's matching to me. You tell the car wash attendees to... So, why would I take my car to a car wash and then tell the car wash attendee, move out of the way, make me wash it myself? Then you took a couch to a car wash on the morning that she is being reported missing. After you call her mother and ask about Mom, you say, "Donna, boy, me and she have a little fight still, and she walk out and gone, and I haven't seen her since. I think some car come pick her up or something like that," he said. The car wash attendee said blood like rice grain was oozing out of this couch. She told the courts that she was so frightened by the amount of blood that she saw, recalling that when she saw the amount of blood that was coming out of that couch, she said, "Jesus." That was the first thing she said. It was so much blood it frightened her. She said, "Jesus." She said, "I said Jesus, and then I said, this man must dead or him bleed out. Look like them kill somebody in it," was her words to Brown Man them as they were washing the couch. Carrying him dead long time. Very weird. I find that very weird. The amount of blood will come out of the couch. Blood like rice grain. That's Jamaicans' way of saying blood like sun. Blood, just whole heap of blood. You ever go to the beach and see sun? Sun you can't count. Same way with blood, whole heap of blood. That's her way of expressing how much blood it was A lot. She even said to them, this a man must be dead or him bleed out. It look like them kill somebody in this. She also testified that following day, the sofa was swarmed by flies and the area smelled very raw. She said they left after them bleach down and degrease down and power wash down. They left the sofa there outside. Now, if my sofa means something to me, I not left it outside. It's Jamaica. What if rainfall? Rainfall all the time. In Jamaica, you get rain at least once every 2-3 days. Even if it's not a lot of rain, it's going to be enough rain to wet up my sofa outside. You know, we get tropical rains, right? Wet down the earth a little bit and then the rain gone. Why would you leave the sofa there for another day? Out in the open, it's not covered. And she said when they came back in the next day, the sofa was swarmed by flies. And the area smelled raw. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, big brother.
Morning,
just
bro.
want to say something real quick to that brown man thing there.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when you had given the spiel from brown man and the neighbor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you say in the inner the station, and said to the threaten the woman in the station in front of the police there.
Yeah.
Me and you know the thing. No man can go in a station and do them thing there unless them are back it in.
Right.
No man, you can't face yourself so right in the place so unless you're smart.
Right.
So them know from when you just said that, all who are listening should have know something something with that brother there. That brother there are no normal brother. Because you or me try that and no back it in. A peer box in a station.
Yeah.
A peer box.
Drape up, kick down. All that.
You mean?
Yeah.
You can't come threaten people in a police station. You have to be somebody.
In front of police.
That mean them know of him. Them know something about him.
Yeah.
Remember, say you said him threaten the lady, say him go lick her down, you know.
But here what? That the brown man there is not the same brown man, is it? It's not the same brown man.
Me don't know, me just I said.
I think a different brown man.
Everything I look like them have them little kill squad them down there, you know, brother.
Right.
And Maitland look like him. You see like how them send the police after that youth there. Where wasn't the youth them a go for?
Yes, we're gonna get into that next.
Yeah, them have them thing. So yeah, every time you see them back, them police there, that mean them police there execute things for the powers that be.
Right.
Maitland show you say them have a disposal system in a town. It is part of a system. Because that investigation that should lead to other investigation, like how much time you will come to deliver things like this to the garbage man. You know, that them kind of investigation, if it was really be investigated, it would have go leading to other spaces.
Right.
So I just not really want to point out where you just say, you know, cause it's funny
you're
how
on
brown
point.
man live over there. So
You're on point. You're on point.
remember, Jamaica little bit, you know, so
yeah, bro.
And it's like an organized thing I go on, you know.
Yeah.
But big up yourself.
Manners and respect,
Big
bro.
up the SouFLo family. Me have to show.
Manners.
Out there.
All right. I said this man must be dead or bleed out. Look like them kill somebody in it. She also testified that the following day the sofa was swarmed with flies because everybody left and went home that work at the car wash. And when we came in the next day, the sofa was still there. They left it there. It was swarmed with flies and the area smelled raw, very raw. Quote unquote, very raw. However, when asked under cross-examination by attorney Christopher Townsend if the police had told her that the substance was not blood, the witness replied, "Me don't know nothing about that." Remember her testimony? They did tell her it was blood, but they made up an excuse. They actually told her that, wait then, Noel did tell her, say, him cousin, them a do some work on a project around the house, and him cut him hand, and him hand bleed on the couch. Well, Christopher Townsend asked her, did the police tell her that the substance was not blood? And the witness replied and says, I don't know nothing about that. Pressed further, she admitted that she did not know how to test for blood and could not confirm what the substance actually was. Remember, in cases like these, well, in all cases, the burden of proof is actually on the prosecution. The burden of proof is not on the defense. So if you're accusing me, if you tell me, say, SouFlo killed the man there in the couch there, and me see the couch, and the couch is full of blood, that's why we know, say, is in the couch him kill the man. I don't have to prove nothing to you. You have to prove your theory. You have to prove how you come up with that, say, a blood. Because me can't say anything else did that show in the couch. And that's down the lines that they're going. Court is something else. A court of law. When she was pressed further, of course she admitted she did not know how to test for blood and she could not confirm that the substance was actually blood. She can only tell of her experience with it. Like the next day when we come back, it did raw, smelling, very raw, and there were flies all over it. What else would smell very raw and have flies all over it? That red like blood. Still, she firmly rejected Townsend's suggestion that what she saw wasn't blood. He's trying to convince her that what she saw wasn't blood. She said, you know what? Me can't argue with you. She know what she said, and she's sticking to what she said. Noel Maitland is currently on trial for the murder and alleged unlawful disposal of his girlfriend, Donna Lee Donaldson, who was reported missing on July 13th of 2022, the same day that this couch ended up at the car wash. Her mother testified that Maitland picked up Donna Lee Donaldson from her home on July 11th. Remember when Mommy said Donna did dead upon the couch, lay down with her head in her mother's lap, and they were watching something on TV or something like that, and our phone ring. Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Yes, SouFlo, it's me again.
Yeah, family.
We have so many questions, SouFlo. What happened to the truck driver?
Well,
what happened to the truck driver? What happened to Noel baby mother? Didn't she work for the force too?
Yes.
So it's like
she already
pieces.
She already the baby mother already gave. She said she was going to give a full statement to the police, but Uncle Clyde or Uncle Carl or somebody who is uncle told her not to, so she's not going to do that anymore. And then from there, so people are still saying that she is a part of it. Is she and Donna Lee get caught up fighting and she killed Donna Lee in the apartment and Noel is taking the rap for her? But it can't be so because all the video cameras around that complex showed that she had not been to that apartment in the time frame in which Donna Lee had been at that apartment. Okay. So if she was ever seen,
the truck driver though?
The truck driver, well, the end of this says 2 delivery men have also testified in this trial so far that Noel Maitland had the sofa moved twice. Once from his Chelsea Manor apartment to St. Andrew, up where the car wash was, and then once from the car wash to a upholstery shop in downtown Kingston. So I don't know if the truck driver is one of the, I think the truck driver is one of these men who testified. Because the truck driver said, yes, he is. Because the truck driver said them did all take away him truck. And him say his truck is how he makes a living. So them take away him truck.
Yeah, remember that.
Right. So him testified to the truck driver still debout. But the truck driver said him never handled the sofa because him asked them, you know, want me help with it? And them said, no man, we have it. So him did have, Noel had his own persons who was helping him to handle the sofa.
So he was just the driver.
He was just the driver. So what would I tell you now?
Just pick up and drop off.
So somebody else knows what, that's what I'm getting. Somebody else knows. You see, whoever helped him handle that sofa, they know. They know.
And my question is, why are you taking a sofa to a car wash?
Yeah. And my theory is Donna Lee Donaldson came out of that apartment in that sofa. She was made to be in pieces so she could fit in the sofa. And that's why the amount of blood that was in it was found there. And she was brought out. So he knows that there are cameras around. So I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to get the body out without make it look like me I carry out anything big or heavy or whatever. Well, I'm going to move a piece of furniture and say, me do want to wash off my sofa. So he dismembered her, put her in that sofa to fit, and they moved the sofa, pretending they're only moving a sofa, and she was in it.
SouFLo, the fact that this case is dragging on so long with so much evidence, to me, it's like what you have been saying for years now. Let's drag it out until people forget about it.
Let's drag it out till people forget about it. That's a tactic they use in Jamaica all the time. If it's somebody they want to get away, they always do this. I said that a while back, right? And see, here we are. They always do this.
And poor Donna Lee's mom can't get no peace.
Yeah, at all. No closure.
This is just dragging on and dragging on. She couldn't have a funeral or nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't know, so me personally, this is not SouFLo. This is me. Me personally feel like some cremation was involved too.
I do too. But I can tell you why I do. I do too. Murray, do you remember when Noel said, not Noel, when the towers, we have to talk facts. So the towers gave them digital forensic evidence saying where Noel Maitland was, tracking him by his phone signal to these towers. Right. And it placed him around where that funeral home was, where they have a crematory. Not true?
Exactly.
Right. And then you see how fast the person who carries the same last name as Maitland, that person got on the news media so quick. And he said, I don't know why they're putting us in this, because I have never met this man. I don't know him, never seen him in my life, blah, blah, blah. And we have the same last name, but we share no relations. And we do not do cremation here. It was here.
Come to find out, they do cremation.
Right here on this live. We went right to their site for the thing, and it says services provided, cremation, XYZ, XYZ.
Remember, all of it SouFLo. I've been following it from beginning, just like you.
Yeah. And them take it down after.
And even the phone evidence. When them track Donna Lee phone.
His phone was with her phone when her phone no longer exists. Her phone just fall off the grid. When her phone completely lost signal, fall off the grid, could no longer be tracked by the towers, his phone was right there with it.
Right there with it.
Right there with it. Same location.
And this was after she was missing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Like, to me, it's something in a something.
Why?
They're covering up and just dragging this out, and
because they have to take care of their own. I'm hearing rumors.
Do you feel like if Donna Lee mother did have more legal representation and had the finances to provide a certain type of legal representation, that this would have dragged on so long?
If she was a rich woman from uptown and connected to powerful people, this would have done a long time ago.
Exactly.
This would be done a long time ago.
Now go back in our chat.
All right.
Did one thing.
Big up yourself. Yeah. So you have to understand, sir, Maitland is connected to a brotherhood or a sisterhood or he's connected to a club, a membership, a team, right? That you're not connected to. So they're going to look out for their own. And worse, if he actually is connected to anything deeper in the force, they're definitely going to look out for their own. Right. I think it's a cover-up. It looks like a cover-up happening to me. But we have to still let the law play out as it's playing out. You know, the judicial process has to take its course. Just the big breaks that keep happening in this case. And then we can't say nothing about the lawyer trying to discredit the witnesses, because that's what they are supposed to do. That's what you hire a lawyer to do. You hire your lawyer to get you off. Lawyers don't look at their client and say, you're guilty, I'm not going to represent you. That's not what the lawyer says. Most lawyers look at their client and say, between me and you, tell me if you're guilty or not. I'm going to represent you still. And my goal is to get you off. But I don't want anything jump up and come bite us in the middle of me defending you that you did a hide from me. So I want you to tell me everything so I can figure which angle to use to get you off. That's what a lawyer does, right? The lawyer, exactly, Karen. The lawyer is doing his job. Remember I told y'all when I said I wanted to be a lawyer at one time, and then because of the strict Christian upbringing, you know, sometimes that Christian upbringing is something that not really too good enough, because when you get so caught up in it, like, me I read Bible verses from me little and me come across, woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. And then me I say, me don't want to burn in the pits of hell. I don't want to burn in the pits of hell, and I don't want to be one of the in our profession where is woe be unto you. But me I say, why would the Bible say woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors? And me get to find out, say, because doctors, some doctor kill people. Some doctor kill people just so, oh, we have a patient over here in room 204. The patient has healthy organs, but if we slip him this right here so and make him go into a cardiac arrest or make him die or whatever, then we can use, because we need a kidney for so-and-so over in so-and-so. And they're corrupted. Some of them are corrupted. So there are a lot of times where they can save people's lives that they don't. There are a lot of times where they can give people a better way of life, but they don't. Either because you don't have enough money or you don't have a good insurance policy, which comes back down to money or whatever. So it starts to make sense to me, the woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. And then the lawyer part now, that's self-explanatory. Imagine you said a man here murdered a girl there. Because as an attorney and you look at this case, you can say, damn, why, this could have been a clean walkthrough for me if I was a prosecutor. But it's a food. I go eat the food. I take a money. I defend you. Guilty as Ross, you know. But I defend you because they pay good. Or you have people with a lot of money that go to these top-end attorneys and say, I don't know what you have to do. What's your fee? Them say $500,000. Them say, here is $1 million. Get me off. Double what you was asking. Get me off. Woe be unto you, lawyers and doctors. You have to defend guilty people like them innocent. And you have to kill people or while saving people kind of thing. Consciously becoming that, knowing that that's what you're doing. You know. But anyway, The case is something to watch. Let's see how the justice system handles this eye-opening case, says Friends. And we stay on the case because, like I told you, remember when I said this is going to be like a few days talk and then it's going to be done? And then they're going to stretch it out so long, then they're going to sweep it under the rug, that by the time this goes to court and all the details start coming out, all of us are going to be like, I remember that. What, you remember that? Once the public has lost interest in the case, they can pretty much twist things how they want to twist it. Because all the details is not fresh in everybody's mind anymore. Just like how I had to go look up just now. Wait. So he delivered the couch to the car wash on the 13th. When did Donna Lee was reported missing? Donna Lee Donaldson was reported missing on the 13th. Same day. You see, these things aren't fresh in everybody's mind, so you can't really piece this together unless you have somebody that sit down and piece this back together for you. And by then, most people have moved on. You know, other people dead along the way. Look on the little youth now, we get film life taken by police. People say them have bigger things to deal with now, and more current events are taking place. It's a strategy that they use. I'm still sticking to what I believe, and don't fault me for my belief. I think I'm making an educated guess based on evidence that has come forth so far in this case that Noel Maitland, I don't know what happened inside of the apartment there, but he killed Donna Lee, not hoping to kill her. I don't know if he used to beat her all the time or what, and this time one of the beating them went too far, and it ended up with her trying to fight back. Is the last time you put your hands on me, try licking back or something, and end up kill her in there? Because if he was thinking, and this was a premeditated kill, he would not have done it in his apartment. This is my belief. This is my scenario. What happened? He would not have done it in his apartment. He's wise. He would have said already, well, you know, said the amount of cameras were in here. My neighbor have 2. Them have 2 more down at the gate. That's how we see the car coming in. I don't know if the one see inside of the car, but I know when me and Donna get out to walk to the apartment, we're definitely on camera. So people are going to see or go in, and nobody are going to see or come back out. Can't do it in my house. I have to do it somewhere else. See, all that wasn't thought out. That's what makes me think that the killing itself wasn't intentional. Maybe a beat up was intentional because you argue and things get escalated and it turned violent. But the killing wasn't intentional. Now when he killed her, he started panicking. Oh shit, how am I going to get her out of here? Because camera outside that I don't control. I go over to my neighbor, I say, I'm coming. No camera, I go see me, you know. But before we do that, I have to get rid of all the stuff. So let me start plotting my way out. All right. First, we have to call our mother. Can't wait too late. Because she see me come pick her up. She knows say me carry her go away. So I have to call our mother. And so, Mummy, you see Donna? She said, Noel, stop your foolishness, boy, if I see Donna. Donna left here with you yesterday. Noel, where's my daughter? Because our mother get a bad feeling, right? Immediately. And he might give an excuse. You know, we get in a fight, you know, immediately start disconnecting yourself from it. Distancing yourself. I don't know where she is. We got in a fight, she left. Some other car pick her up down a road. Me don't know where she gone. Me ask because I think she would have come back home by now. Noel, stop your foolishness. You know Donna is not here. Him say, Mommy, report her missing. Hang up the phone. Hey, come help me take the couch here out of the place. Maybe he didn't do it by phone. Maybe they could subpoena his phone records and do a printout of dialogue from his phone records and see all the people who he got in touch with around that time, if anything was said. I've seen them do this in cases in Jamaica. Like the youth where ordered his wife to be killed up here for life insurance policy money, And then when it cash out, him run go to Jamaica and that Jamaican woman they married him. That youth there, he's doing life in prison in Jamaica right now because that's exactly what they did. They printed out they printed out all the dialogue from his phone and see where he was talking to the hitman. He would leave home and then he would track his wife. Babe, what you do? And she said, oh, I'm tired enough, but me I get up and go around 14th Street, go pick up something for dinner, and then probably stop by the grocery store too, down a Market Lane, and then come back home. All right then. So what's for dinner? And throw her off. And she thinks she'll talk to the love of her life. And you know we're fighting and everything, but we are gonna work it out. So me I cook dinner anyway as wife. So me I tell you what's for dinner, blah blah blah. Me I do some curry chicken today with a salad on the side. You want it with rice and peas or white rice? Me like it with rice and peas. All right, me I try to cook some rice and peas for you. Boom, hang up him phone and call immediately. And they were able to see within seconds he would hang up each time he did that. Call the same people them. Yo, she up on the move right now. In about 10 minutes, you have to catch her when she drive out. In about 10 minutes, she's leaving and she'll go to XYZ location and come back. I'm saying they could subpoena his phone printout. I'm hoping the prosecution is doing all that to see who he was talking to throughout that time. Yo, come help me with that coach, bro. Coach? What you want help with coach for? Brother, just come help me with the coach. When you reach me, we'll tell you. Because you know he's a policeman, so he's probably going to be wise enough to not say, me kill me woman and chop her up and put her in the coach. Come help me take it out. So he's probably going to say, yo, come help me with that coach, brother. Coach? You know if your friend call you out of the blue, you're like, what you talk about, coach? Because me never have no prior discussions about no coach. But your friend will go like put you on to game, like not necessarily saying we can't talk this on the phone. They'll just say something like, brother, come help me move the coach, bro. When you reach, me tell you. Whoever those people were, they know. The truck driver said him asked if them did need help with the coach for carry it down because upon second floor him there or something like that and they're putting it over the railing to carry it down. And him asked them if them need an extra hand, if them need help. And he said, no. You stay right which part you there. We have this. The man said them take away him truck. And now he was really concerned. He's like, why they took away my truck? But here's the thing. Walk with me, right? If blood was pouring out of this couch like that, shouldn't blood have poured into the truck back like that too? Is the truck driver more involved than what's given? Because there's no way the blood will pour out so much out of the couch to where the attendee at the car wash is saying blood like rice grain. And it never dropped no blood in that truck. That truck that did bloody up. That truck that did bloody up and get washed out. And truck driver either never take no, he just I don't want to know kind of thing. Me just do my part, drop it over this phone, take for myself, wash out my truck back, please. But there is no way that that bloody couch reached that truck back there and went all the way to the car wash and no blood never dropped in it. But it start leak out blood so when it reach at the car wash. You know what I mean? Good point, Denise. Good point. But not even a drop. Not even a drop though. Denise says the blood would likely be coagulated. You know, when the blood gel up, it would likely have been coagulated at this point and then became liquid when the water starts hitting it from the car wash. Good point. Good point. Thank you, Marie. Because of that, me get out of this. I've seen dead bodies before. I've seen bodies splash out before. I've seen bodies splash out and lay there splash out before. Not all of the blood coagulates. So, if it's on the morning of, now you have to remember, say, he had some time because he picked her up on the 11th, the night of the 11th, late evening of the 11th. The 12th, she was still there, and it's the 13th she was reported missing. So you would have some time for blood to coagulate. Lulu register Inspector Colombo. I used to love watching that series too. But why? Them need to draw back for the I would say them need to draw back for the truck driver, but what Marie just said, right? That's up. Because the police them come find him and take away him truck, right? Could it be that it was his police brethren them who confiscated the truck, clean up evidence, and then had the truck then return the truck and say, we are going to inspect the truck? My theory is Donna Lee, I said it before, Noel will never say where Donna Lee is. He will never say where she is. The reason why he will never say where she is because, and again, this is my theory. This is me. This is my opinion. Like, what them say? Like, opinions are like assholes. Everybody have one. This is my opinion. I don't want nobody hold this against me and say, I'm spreading misinformation. I'm spreading my opinion. My opinion can very well be wrong. I think she was dismembered to fit into that couch. Because when he did whatever he did to her that caused her to die, he panicked. Then he started thinking, oh shit, how am I going to get her out and past all these cameras? Now move my couch and develop a story around the couch. Ask yourselves this. Why was that couch never found again? How one big rotted couch, and the girl said it was a big old couch. How one big old sectional couch disappear? How did a big sectional couch just disappear? She was fit into that couch, friend. And that's how she came out that apartment. Unless you're trying to tell me that she evaporated when she went in the apartment and she walked out in steam and camera couldn't pick her up, or she walked out in smoke, or she was a ghost. But she, in order to come out that apartment physically, she was brought out in pieces in that couch. That's my theory. Night TV Lifestyle says, what kind of animal do you have to be able to do something like that? So somebody and be able to just act like nothing happened, that's wild. They have to act like nothing happened and can't act guilty. Going to prison. Trying not to go to prison. So you have to act like nothing happened. If the body was in the couch, where did her body go before the couch reached the car wash? That body was bagged up already, put in another vehicle, and taken somewhere else. Somewhere else, the satellite pictured his number over where the funeral home with the crematory is. That's all? Yeah. I think that's what happened. Once they got out of the compound, because it's a gated establishment. So once they got out of there, Then they, you know, want to find anybody ring cam and door cam and this cam and that cam. Me know, me see 2 over there, so me see 1 more right there. So once we get out this area, drive go down the road to somewhere else. All right, let's take out the body and put it in there. So carry the thing go on the car wash for me. Me I carry this go so. That's what I think happened. Omari says, SouFLo, remember, he tried to get the video from his apartment and said, and this is why I said he didn't plan the murder. Because now he's panicking, right? So he's like, okay, boom. So me get rid of the body, get rid of the couch. Now me have to go check my neighbor, who me know for a fact say I'm on his camera. Neighbor. Hello? Yeah, man, it's me, your neighbor from next door. Can I talk to you for a minute? Here, what, brother? I know you have your camera then, you see? This is what the neighbor testified. I know you have your cameras and stuff, right? I was out here, I burn a little spliff the other day, but me a police. And, you know, me I come up for promotion, me no want, you know, if a videotape like that, if a picture like that get out with me about a spliff, you know, it can cause problems on the job for me. So me I beg you, erase the footage. The neighbor said he became extra suspicious now. He was like, yeah, police are gonna spliff. You know, why your superiors see? Why would your superiors be seeing my personal camera with you a bonus spliff? Like, I don't post my personal stuff to social media or anywhere. Somebody can say, look on the police, you a bonus spliff. By the way, it's a gated community, it's an apartment complex, right? So if you were burning a spliff as a police who couldn't be seen burning a spliff, why the hell would you burn the spliff outside and then be worried about one-man camera? Remember, you know, multiple people live in here, you know, and cameras are in here you don't even see. So you don't know everybody in here. Why you worry about that one camera there? You think his one camera would have picked you up? Somebody could have just been looking through their window and they're like, oh, that's the police guy from downstairs. Wait there, ganja ever smoke? I never know some smoke. Ganja? Outside, so in the open? Somebody else would have seen you. So you definitely wouldn't be lighting up no big spliff out in the open just so and then worry about one camera. You don't go inside, go smoke that if you have smoke that or somewhere where you know nobody would judge you and you could be cool. So that alone is mere foolishness in that story then. Then you see what his lawyer did. We have to walk the case back for everybody, you know, so everybody understands what's going on. The lawyer tried to discredit the neighbor with the camera by saying, is it true that you would have parties all the time and you would never invite Noel? Is it true that you and Noel had some kind of discrepancy in the past because you overheard him saying something like a beer, fish, them are letting out the building now? I guess he is, you know, I guess the neighbor is broken wrist, LGBTQ. The lawyer smart. The lawyer, because all he has to do is cast a doubt, right? The lawyer smart. The lawyer said, is it true? You wouldn't invite him because he's not of your crowd, right? And y'all haven't been friendly neighbors, right? The neighbor said, no such thing. And I have never heard him say nothing about them are letting beer fishing at the building now. The lawyer said, yes, man, that's what you heard him say it, and that's what you held against him all this time. The neighbor said, stop. That's not true. It's absolutely not true. I have my camera them. Come a camera them. I'm going to use for secure the place. And it just so happened to pick him up on it. With the girl going in there. Yes, I have my parties all the time. And he was not invited. But it's not because I never like him. We have to take serious thing, make joke. It's not because we never like him. We just never click like that, you know. He has salsa parties. I don't know if he was into salsa. Yeah, I hear him loud dancehall, boogie yaga music all the time. My crowd is salsa crowd, you know. And so okay. The neighbor said he brought over a, what you call them? A techie person. He said, I'm pretty, you know, technologically advanced myself, but I wanted a techie to come. Him said him and Noel looked through the camera before. He wanted me to show him the footage. So I showed it to him. And what did you see on the footage? Saw him and the girl going into the apartment. The neighbor testified already, you know. I'm telling you all the neighbor's testimony. Saw him and Noel, her and Noel going into the apartment. He saw it. It was on my camera. I saw it. The man said, go back and look for it and couldn't find it. So him hire one tech. And he said Noel was coming back to see if him can see the footage again. So him hired a tech. This time to pull up the footage. And Noel asked him to erase just that piece there. And him said by this time, he was so suspicious now because the news had already got out now at this point that Donna was missing. And he saw the description of the young lady that was circulating in the news, and she matched the description of the person he saw on his camera going into the apartment with him. So he's definitely not going to erase this. He will call the police and give them the footage. Boy, did you have discrepancies with Noel before? No. I don't even know him like that. We have never had words. Aside from the high and by. Is it true that you have parties all the time, your salsa parties? Yes, I enjoy salsa. And you have never invited Noel? No. Why have you never invited him? Is it because you just never liked him and you had... What the lawyer was trying to do was trying to basically say the neighbor is being vindictive. So the neighbor is going to plan something against Noel now and tell lie upon him. Say, him see him on video going in there with the girl. Remember I told y'all they can beat this case. Remember I said that? I said they could beat this case if Noel need a little bit of help and the case beat. How? Erase that little piece of the tape where she was seen going in. Nothing is there with her coming out because she never come out. But erase the piece with her going in and the case is done. If them don't have the piece with her going in, them can't be so sure that she went in there. And then, of course, there is nothing with her coming out. Or his attorneys could argue and say, well, maybe when your techie was messing around with it, he accidentally erased a good section of the tape, the part where she was actually coming out. You called a tech to sabotage this tape, to erase the part of my client walking his girlfriend out after their argument because you have something against him because him don't like fish. Or that's what you think because you heard him say, them a move beer fishing at the building now. It done. Right there. There are a lot of pieces of evidence that point to Noel. All these pieces of evidence points to him. Every bit of evidence they have in this case points to him. Remember, I know, somebody said to me, Boy, how come you never say all that when time cartel them case did? I hate to bring up cartel case because it's so far gone. Not only that, we campaigned for a whole damn decade. So enough of that. Plus, the man out and living his life far removed from that. But to use it as an example, if cartel case did have half the evidence that this case had, I would have never advocated for cartel to come out of prison. Let me say it again. If the Vybz Cartel case had half the evidence that this Noel Maitland case have, I would have never said free Vybz Cartel. Cartel case never have no evidence. Noel Maitland case has evidence. Whether you want to call it what do you call it again? It has evidence. It has DNA evidence, circumstantial. Whether you want to call it circumstantial or solid evidence, it has evidence. And the evidence lines up with the story. Can people go to prison on circumstantial evidence? You're friggin' right, they can. They can. If the story match up and the circumstantial evidence points in that direction, they can go to prison on it. Cartel bear circumstantial evidence them did have in a cartel case and weak-ass circumstantial evidence at that. And they got life sentences handed down. This have all DNA evidence. Was her blood found in your apartment? Yes, it was. Was the blood found in places like at the hem of a curtain in the living room, on a pair of your sneakers in the bedroom, in all these different places across your place? Yes, it was. That blood was tested, came back to her. What reason would there be for her blood to be in so many different places of your apartment? The circumstantial evidence matches up in this case. This is not a hard case, you know. But again, the process has to take its process. Lulu Ridges says, cannot imagine how scared and frightened she must have been. Oh gosh. And what the hell brought that kind of end to her life? My heart hurts for her family, and that kind of sadness never goes away. What I want to know, which we will probably never know, because like I'm telling you, Noel can't say, even if them give him a deal, let's say, and them said to him, listen, you've been found guilty, but we're going to give you a deal. Here's the deal. You serve 10 years and you come out. If you give us the information where she is, so that our family can have closure and a proper burial or something, him not talk. Him not talk. He's going to fight and go down with the sinking ship. Because anyhow he talks and tells the truth, if her body was not cremated and it buried somewhere or dashed or somewhere, it will show the level of wickedness that he went to in this case. I know easy something for cut up somebody in pieces, you know. But when people are desperate, they do desperate things. I don't know why she left with him. She did her yard comfortable according to her mom's account. Lay down bonding with her mommy. When last on a bond with phone mother? The ones of you here whose mother is still alive. When last you really go lay down on your mother lap? Put your head on her lap. Or lay down beside her or sit down beside her. She was bonding with her mom. Head in mommy's lap. And our phone go off. And the mom said she answered it right there. And she could see, the mom could see the phone screen. And she said it was Noel. And she jumped up. And she put the phone to her ears. And then she just started get dressed. So I'm saying, what could have been so urgent that she went from laying on mommy's lap chilling to, I gotta go. I gotta go. Noel is coming to get me. And then Noel pull up so fast. Like, what happened? Did she see something she wasn't supposed to see and him never trust her with that piece of information there? Like, what was it? Because I can't baby mother problem. A lot of people have this thing saying out there that they think it's the baby moms and the baby mother, them a fight for space. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think this has to do with something else. And BM, I am of that opinion too, that other people are involved in her disappearance and the cover-up of her disappearance. Them help him. I think people in his ranks help him. Is one of those cases where you say, boy, brother, you fuck up this time. Look what you're going to do. But we'll take care of you, you know, but we have to talk about this next time. See? I think that's what happened. I think that definitely shows that he had help. Remember, I know him alone lift the couch, you know. That alone tell you already he had help. Who helped him lift the couch? Where is Brown Man? Brown Man dead. Brown Man are the one who help him lift the couch. The next person are the truck driver. Truck driver said, them never make me touch the couch. Them tell me if I stay right there, so up in that truck which part me did there, so me just stay. So me never really see what going back there, so still. So how come no blood, no nothing never in your truck? Well, the police them did contact my truck. Matter of fact, I think Brown Man said the police them clean him truck before them get back to him. We have to go back through the truck driver testimony. Wash your truck clean and get back to you. Yeah, the buffalo saw the rest. That was his way to draw her out, right? But why did he choose to kill her? That's what I'm saying. Why did he choose to kill her? If your woman in love with you like that, you can move her easy. You could easily tell her, babe, I need your help, like right now. Just come help me real quick. I'll bring you back. It could be for anything. I'm not a techie. So I could have said, yo, come do this for me real quick, right? Help me get into this program or fix that something here upon one of the video them for me and my carrier come right back. And she said, all right, now come. I'll hurry up and get dressed and go with me. But me have ulterior motive to kill her when we reach. But I want to know why he did it. Like, what made him kill her? And I'm afraid that that's something that we will never know. I think that's something we will never know. Oh, I'm very aware that certain people watch this program. And I'm very aware that his people who wants him to not be found guilty, they are definitely cussing my ass out. One of them the other day told me about up under my good mother. So me know so them I watch. And people like you want Noel to go to prison when them not even have no evidence upon the man. Yo, move from around here, some man. SYM. We're going to finish this part of Donna Lee's story. I'm asking y'all if you really, really wish for justice for her, to not forget this girl's name. You know, you have some people who even say stuff like, the only reason I remember Donna Lee is because she did pretty. Because everybody else was missing her. I never see her go hard in the paint like that for them too. I'll put it like this. She was a social media personality and a media personality that had some following, right? So her thing was a bit more popularized than all the others. It's like when people say, if you report a famous singer getting killed and somebody say, oh, so only one time famous people get killed when a member say people are dead. I'm like, are you dumb or slow? we don't know majority of the people, other people who are getting killed. We don't want nobody to get killed. But if you don't know them or know about them being killed, then how could we even speak about it? This is a famous person, so it's on all major news network. That's why we are talking about it, because that's how we even hear about it. Y'all see that? Right. So all the other people, the families out there who they lost their family members under similar circumstances, don't feel no way. Because it's not because your family member never cute and pretty, or it's not because them never, it's because it wasn't publicized as much as this was publicized. Right? That's all it is. That's all it is. But we'll keep our eyes on this. And keeping our eyes on this means we want all of them to know that we're watching. We're watching every detail of it. They're in court today. They're in court today. So by Monday, we should have a new set of testimony readout to go through and suss through this for some more. We're going to follow this all the way through to the end. And I'm going to say it again. If Noel Maitland, which I do think he's guilty, and I do think the state can prove that he's guilty, I'm riding with the state on this one. And if Noel Maitland is found guilty and them give him anything less than 38 years before he's eligible for parole, I'm going to have a whole other set of stuff to talk about. I'm watching. I'm watching closely. May justice be served, right? Now, let's talk about the Clarendon situation at Cherry Tree Lane. You know, straight off the bat, right? Going through the information that was released by Indicom pertaining to this raid, where I told you all this was so disheartening to watch, because the young man looked like, he looked like, you know, when your girlfriend come over for the man them where I watch. You know, when your girlfriend come over, and you say, yes, me, I can get some. And you're excited and she reach your yard and you run go for the door. That's how he looked when he answered the door. Or mommy I come home and she close to the house and she bringing something for you where you didn't ask her for bring. And mommy reach, but she don't have her key, so I'm going to hurry up and open the door for her. That's how that young man answered his door. He never answered him door like no gunman. He never answered him door like he had anything to hide. When they revealed that, watch these two pieces of information. When they revealed that A, his name was not on the warrant, that means they must have a warrant to come out your yard, right? Come and dig up and search. The warrant has to say who they came for. That means if they're coming to my yard, that warrant should say they have a warrant for the arrest of SouFLoTV, and they should be able to find him at this address. This is his address of record, or we have information that he is hiding inside of this house at this address. Here's the warrant. That young man's name was not on that warrant at all. Here, JCF them know. Well, we are absolutely sure now that his name was not on the warrant, but the other person whose name is on the warrant, we don't know if they have anything to do with that house. So we are still investigating. How about you just say y'all messed up? We didn't want to use the F word. How about you just say y'all messed up? You hit the wrong house. We done it. We done it. I did raids and we hit the wrong house before. How about y'all just say we messed up? Then the next part that gets me, name not on the warrant. The house that they went to, where him run go answer the door, that house not on the warrant either. Yo, they frigged up. The house wasn't on the warrant either. The warrant says Cherry Tree Lane. That warrant might have well said North Miami. For those who live in Miami. North Miami. You know how much Ross house there in North Miami? So your warrant just say North Miami. My name not depend on it. My address not on it. My house not on it. Number not depend on it. Nothing. You end up in my house door. Kill my picnic door. In my house door. And you have Jamaicans out here that's saying in the comment section, go and look at the video I put up yesterday. Go through the comment section. Kill more of them, officer. I stand with the police. Some of you dumb no Ross, you know. Some of you are so dumb. I don't know if y'all look police friend or what. One of the guys who said, I stand with the police, I went and looked into his personal stuff. Come here, track him online. Come on and see who is this. I'm just curious to see what type of a Jamaican sees something like this, sees somebody reporting something like this, and then tell police to kill more. So I went and looked, and I'm going through his stuff. Then I realized, okay, he lives in the US now. He no longer lives in Jamaica. But according to the pictures, I can tell he visits Jamaica. He's there climbing Dundra Fall like I do. Him at the tourist thing because him depend one of the tourist tour bus them. So I'm not even going to Jamaica like regular somebody. Him go down like tourist. Him depend tour bus and everything. Me tour Jamaica myself. Me don't need no tour bus. That's how him do. I'm following him because I want to know what made you say that comment. Boom. Buck up on it. Batchmates forever. Some other soldier, JCF, JDF, Jamaica Defense Force, soldiers, one in uniform and him not in uniform, and them I say batchmates forever. So I said, okay, you're prior law enforcement or prior military out of Jamaica, and that's the reason you take a stance like that. That's fucked up. That's messed up. Let me tell Jamaican people something, right? We have some stuff here to get into. Let me tell Jamaican people something, right? Me have to write them something down. You see, for those of you who are saying that the police should kill more, you are no better than the gunman them where we actually want gone out of the place. You're no better than them. Because understand that when the police does a killing, right, that is not a justified killing. When the police does a killing of an innocent person, that police has done exactly what gunmen do. The gunman them will kill innocent people, and that the police just become. So because they have a uniform on or them have on some kind of number and badge on them uniform and a license gun from the government to carry it on the job, that don't make them no different. They are now gunmen. Like all the other gunmen them where we want to remove out of the place, they've become that. So you just went from you not supporting the gunman them in a civilian clothes. The gunman them with them here braid up and skin bleach out or them a chopper slash gunman, or you're not support them the one day. You're supporting some other wicked set of gunman. Just remember that. Right? Now, here is the response from Minister of National Security, Dr. Harris Chang. People, election just run. Dr. Harris Chang just got back his spot. So JLP is still in power. My man's salary now is $25+ million a year. But we're not watching pocket. I just think if you're getting paid that much, you should be getting paid that much to be doing something lucrative and constructive and beneficial to the country and the masses of its people. When asked about cameras, body cams, this is our Minister of National Security said, according to the report, he said, like him said, the camera them, no, it's not going to make a difference. The camera is not going to make a difference. And this man went off into talking about because when police start getting shot at, them have to go dive. What? When police start getting shot at, them have to go dive. So when them dive, I guess the camera go mash up on them or something. This I read that I read it about 10 times. I thought somebody made a typo, a mistake. This is to show you how these people in superior positions of power really abuse them power and really take the people for idiot. I said, Dr. Chan, show me one police officer will dive when him get shot at. And dive the way how the camera is situated. So him would have to dive on him chest. Then I thought that was the worst of it. The next comment was, let me tell you what where the cameras are really beneficial at. Jamaican people don't pay attention. You're going to get trapped in a police state. You keep encouraging certain things till everybody's rights get taken away. And them start murder we, and nobody can say nothing. The man said, let me show you where the cameras could be most beneficial. You see the vendors, them. The vendors, like, you know, when people will set up them stall in the wrong place because you don't have no license to be vending right here. Yeah, so when the police are broke up the people them stall and confiscating their goods because they don't want to listen and don't want to hold a space in the market or something else, that's what the cameras are good for. That is where the cameras are beneficial. What? Me I said the man don't mean the people them no good enough. Him don't mean the people them no good at all. Bro, we're talking about how the cameras could be a tool of accountability. So that when the police officers tell their story and their version of what happens, you have body cam footage to match it. And then when the body cam footage line up with the police version of what happened, the people in Jamaica, all of us, will start to trust the police more, which if you build trust with the police and the civilian, the masses of the people, that is how you actually effectively fight crime, because the people will now know that we can trust these police officers. Well, majority of them. The man gonna stall a higgler. I was like, wow. Police commissioner don't make it no better. The police commissioner in Jamaica, all of them, one of my biggest thing with them is the lack of accountability. They will never say they're wrong. They will never, ever, ever say, you know, we made a mistake. It's bad. We know we're wrong. See, these are the things that allow people to trust you more, right? When somebody is able to say, I made a mistake. But when you're going to act like your wrong is right, and when you're going to act like what people see they didn't see, you're a dangerous person, bro. Let me give you this. Pay attention. This is, so Indicom, what you hear me talking to you about is a report from Indicom that was released yesterday. And I grabbed that information and did a video. The video where Mayor talked about the Jamaican police killing over 225 or something citizens so far for the year. That video, the information in it came from a report that was released by Indicom. This is your commissioner of police. This is what he said about this. The Jamaica Constabulary Force has noted with concern the recent public comments made by Assistant Commissioner of Indicom, Hamish Campbell, suggesting that it is a perfectly legitimate approach for the Commissioner of Police and senior leadership of the JCF to speak publicly on fatal shootings under investigation in order to reassure communities. This position is, at best, disingenuous, given the repeated public and private concerns raised by Indicom in the past, whenever the JCF had issued statements or offered commentary on such matters. Indeed, Indicom has previously published guidance which states Indicom is always careful and sensitive when issuing commentary on any Indicom investigation. My finger licked the screen just now. Indicom is always careful and sensitive when issuing commentary on any Indicom investigation, as premature dissemination of information can have an adverse impact. The Commission urges law enforcement bodies to be mindful of this reality or contact Indicom prior to issuance of statement on Indicom investigations. Okay, that's half of it. Now I'm going to give you the next half. Basically, what he's saying, this is the police commissioner, what he's saying is, because the people are saying, wow, ever since the liquor youth, Jamar, got shot and killed, and we saw the video where he ran to the door and put both hands up, the JCF has been pretty quiet. How come nobody from within the ranks are coming out to say anything to the public? Somebody should have come say something, man. So the commissioner now is saying that Indicom's report, what they have released so far, given that this is still under investigation, is disingenuous of them, because Indicom, same one, told them before that they shouldn't release information too early because it could come back to bite them in the ass. So they should wait. So how Indicom are release stuff on them when it's under investigation still? He went on to say, it is therefore surprising to hear this apparent about turn. The JCF, like the wider public, is a client of Indicom. We rely on the Commission to carry out independent and impartial investigations that establish facts definitively. In recognition of this, the JCF has taken what we believe to be a principled position that public pronouncements on matters under active investigations may influence or be perceived to influence the collection of statements and evidence. Our overriding concern is to preserve the integrity of investigations, to protect the credibility of outcomes, and to maintain public confidence in both our institutions. So the commissioner is saying this is the reason why they haven't said anything about why the youth on Cherry Tree Lane get killed after we see him on video with him hand up after him open the door. It's because it's still under investigation and they don't want to release information that would cloud up the situation and skew what they have going on. So Indicom is wrong. Let me tell you how I take this. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, good morning.
Morning, family. How you doing?
All right. All right. I asked you one stupid question the other day.
Talk up loud.
I asked you one stupid question the other day. You didn't give me an answer. I asked you, you're in combative thing, bullets flying all over. Have you ever seen a bullet coming close to your eye? Or your face or any part of your body unless it hits you?
If me ever see it coming?
Yes.
No.
No, because these are always the reports the police are always giving. My colleagues and I were nearly shot. Oh, you know, your colleagues nearly shot and you can't see a bullet. So these are always the story of the police officers, the JCF.
I'll give you this though. I could say we were nearly shot because the bullet them was hitting close to us.
Yes, we can understand that part. But
right.
We mean to say all of them story are when not one gunshot no fire. They said then colleagues and I were nearly shot. Famous saying from Renita, Avalkido, Adams. Those were always each side of the story. Remember, say they always have a side where they say they escape in nearby bushes, always then they find highway and concrete building.
They find nearby bushes to escape.
They find nearby bushes and escape. Because they can't run, they can't do a fighting. They don't have no tactics about them. Nothing properly planned out with them. So I'm just saying, this report now with this young man, because they find themselves in the wrong, it is under investigation. It's going under investigation for years.
Right.
Because guess what? They just don't want to say we are wrong and the boy was killing cold-blooded. So that's what I'm looking at. So these are all ways why we are advocating for the people and they're not seeing it. You understand me?
Right.
This don't need nobody to tell a story. No, this story tells its own self by you seeing it.
Right.
Real
that part.
Life event.
That part.
So that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So
what if no Cameron didn't know? Somebody said they come and goes to kill 50 more because they saw it, yet still somebody had texting back over you and say, more of them she dead. I wonder if I'm more fair son, more share, more fair family she wanted.
I'm surprised that Jamaicans are taking this stance too. And way more Jamaicans than I thought would. I said the police need to kill more of them.
That's what I'm saying. So
more of them who the youth don't have no criminal record. He's never been in anything that they have any record of. So why are you advocating for more of him for dead? More young, hard-working youth for dead in a them house?
A bad mind, them be bad, dirty, bad mind.
That's
the
crazy.
Police, dirty, bad mind.
One man said him trust that the Prime Minister will handle this properly and the JCF will get rid of all the dirty gunmen, them and nasty people out of the country, and sometimes people get killed in the process that wasn't guilty at the moment, but that don't mean so them no guilty or something else.
Oh my God.
You see
there
that?
We go with our ignorant self. There we go again with our ignorant, stupid ourselves. But I just praying that it doesn't happen for me and my family. Me see what can happen already. Me tell you, me see it live and live in color.
Right.
So me don't talk and they come on the news now and they spin the narrative. Make it look like the person was the wrong, whilst they were the one who were wrong. So flow me and go and listen.
All right, my friend. All right. There's something about this case, right? So me and somebody was having a discussion on this. And he informed me that he works in law enforcement in Jamaica. And he said, SouFLo, what you did was in a foreign country. And the methods, how we do it is not the same. So part of what Indicom released says that the young man, when you see him went to go answer the door and hold his hand up like this, when you see the police step past him, the other police and went into the house, them fully searched the house. And after they fully searched the house, it's called clearing. When you go in and you tactically clear a house, you will hear your teammates say, 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. That means we all good in all the sections that we piled off to and choose to go clear, right? That you just basically go in, you open every closet door, you look under the bed, you look anywhere where a human could fit, right? You poke toward the ceiling and something them to see if anything will drop out of them or if there's a hiding crawl space up there. And then after you do that, everybody come out and converge. He said in Jamaica, they will go in and they will clear first to make sure nobody else is in there. And then they will take the person and bring the person back into the house now to go search wherever they want to search. Mr. They need to stop that. Because when we search, we don't need you there to search. From we have a warrant was a search. That search. Matter of fact, I wasn't no police officer here. I'm just saying police officers have warrants here to search your house. Them tear it up whether you did it or not. Kick off the door from them, have a warrant, tear up the rotted house. You coming home to see a tear up house if you weren't there. And if you were there, they tell you stand your ass out the way. They don't take you to whatever room they're gonna search. What's the purpose of taking him back into the house, into his room? And then now you expect me to believe that this young man now, I go, oh, because him have one gun where hide under some clothes. And he's going to reach for the gun under the clothes in front of 4 police officers who have 4 long rifles. And 2 of them shot him, you know. 2 of them shot him. Him get 2 rifle shot. 4 rifle shot, 2 from each police officer that shot him. 4 of them brought him into that room. The room not big. So 4 grown man turn up in a one room like that, the room full already. You think I'm dumb enough to think he's going to reach for a gun under some clothes now to shoot all 4 out or to shoot anybody? And he required to be put down by 2 officers who have rifle. 2 shots apiece. Live on the air.
Hello, morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
How you doing? Not bad enough.
Talk to him.
Yeah, it's like, let me watch some people.
Your phone is very low. I don't know if you have us on speaker, Bluetooth, or because my volume is all the way up.
You hear me clear now?
Hear you clearer, but you're just low.
Okay, I try to talk louder. I found some posts on Instagram and all over where some people are saying everything people do are blame the Prime Minister. But who's in charge?
Yeah.
Everything is under the Prime Minister.
Everything is under the Prime Minister.
Am I wrong or am I right?
No, you're right. Everything is under the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister is who put the police commissioner in charge, is who put the Minister of National Security in charge. He's responsible for if they're not performing properly to put somebody else in charge. He's the overseer. That's his job.
Exactly. So why when we go online now, the people say, why everything in the blame the Prime Minister? It's because of him who vote from the entire country.
Yeah, your phone not good, brother. As much as I want to listen to you, your phone not good at all. May I try to see if it's me? I'm trying to see if it's me. All right. Me do a little tweaking. Go on again.
You hear me clear now?
All right, clearer.
Okay. Somebody else say, right? We vote him in because of him who wants to run the country. But when the country fail, nobody knows to talk to the Prime Minister failed to do the job.
Right.
You know, it makes sense?
It makes no damn sense.
And I mean, some people are busy with the police them I said. It proves that the Prime Minister not stepped in when it's necessary because the youth life means as much as mine. And some look bad thing now.
Right.
Because if they mean they don't want some police come and kill me, other me feel a pain, people are still there with the about saying, I mean, like everybody's life important because your life is important. So we have to have empathy for everybody's life and take it serious.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Some of these Jamaican people, they're just selfish and then they become this evil people. And like the more knowledge them gain with the internet, the more evil them get and choose the evil part of everything. You know what I mean? Because how we are to the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
The police control you for the step to the door. There's about 200 police.
Right.
One little man.
23 police was there, and not one of them had that's another piece of information that Indicom released that I put in the video. 23 police officers went to that house. 23, you know? And they had the youth outside.
Yeah.
23 of them.
All right, listen. All right, then. Mm-hmm. If me and you go to our house, 3 civilians go to our house, and who are like a youth and take rope time hand, where am I going to do?
If 3 we go in our house.
Mm-hmm. And who are on a youth have gun. The phone can reach gun and time hand behind them and bring gun and rope search. Why you can't do the hand tie behind him? The man is disabled. A common sense, you know, go to school for this. A common sense. The man is under control. A police officer trained on a thing there, restrain the youth, bring them to the house. There's no excuse in the court. So then police have to go to jail. Anybody who get up on the compound to go suspended and kick off for the force. That's so me see.
I agree. There has to be some kind of repercussions, brother. The police them cannot kill people, so I'm just give excuse about, oh, he fired at us or he reached for a gun. Dead. Next. And the people them talk about, good job, officer. Good job. Continue the good work.
Hey, man, tell you the truth, you know. Sometimes I talk certain way about Jamaica, but I hate my country. Boys that me just so angry, all people have no sense, hombre. Jamaica is to get under control and we can live right. We never come in a foreign country, you know.
True.
It's because the people in Jamaica choose act like them have no sense because they want to hold them one narrative and they want to say, hey, we're wrong, you know. They may do anything but we accept that, yo, we're wrong, you know, we're wrong. And you know what I mean? Like, man, why we want to be right so much? Why?
Boy, brother, I don't know, you know, but that's why we have to talk about it, because these are the hard conversations we need to have. It's bad. It's bad.
I tell you, impressive. Now somebody protest about the youth. Them kill the youth, cold blood. What we see on video who have sense at least to say a cold blood murder, because even if the police are claim say the youth slip out and reach for a gun or no feel and get punished for that too. Because of negligence, why the youth slip out for him to kill him. So you get them and try to say, because it makes no sense. How for the police officer have handcuffed and I want like a slim youth. Restrain the youth now and walk him through the place with the handcuff now. You not get it, yo, it don't make no sense.
That's what I say. Their method, because somebody in claiming to be in law enforcement, I don't know the person, that was telling me that him say you have it wrong, SouFLo, because in Jamaica, how you do it. I said I did house clearing for a decade. He was like, yeah, but how we do it is not how we do it in Jamaica. I am in law enforcement in Jamaica right now, and we clear the house first, and then we bring the persons from the house back into the house to go search parts of the house that we want to search. And I said, why would they even do that? Because say you bring me go back in my back room in my house, right? Because search, because you want to search that particular room there. First of all, if you're going to search for something, you don't just go search a particular room. A proper search would require you to search an entire house. That cause and it don't take 23 police officers to go to one house if you plan to just search one room. So you have the manpower there to search the entire house. Now you're going to bring this individual to every room you search, and they stand there and you can't search nowhere else until you're done searching that one, because the one person can be in all rooms at all time. That don't make no sense to me. And then if they find something, wouldn't it come up to be your word against mine? Because if you find it in my house, you know, me I gonna say I want to put it in there. And then you are gonna say, I lie, you tell boy, in your house we find it. And me I gonna say, no, I lie, I want to put it in there. And we're gonna go back and forth, right?
Okay, so suppose we go to the woman and say, okay, all right, that your word against mine. But what we ask as citizens is that something that seems right. That's all we need to recognize, to say, hey, we need body cams like you suggest. We need body cams now because we can't trust something that seems right. It's like common sense, you know, say there's some odd about the police then. You know what I mean? How long want to take it? But because look, you know, we have a friend, you know, back in Jamaica, West Mamma, the police killed because of a woman, you know. Well, I'm sure right now, I'm going to ask a question, you know. You know what I mean? Me sure that part. So I know the police evil. I'm no police. I know police where you reason with them and then someone come on the road say me, yo, me G, you know what I mean? Yeah. So why Jamaican I go pretend? What's so special about me if you know that different from any other Jamaican? So why them I go like I said, that them I know what me know? You know what I mean?
Boy, bro.
But stop the nonsense, man, and then we got some woman and go to Bronx where they have some big man and some Jamaica shirt that them proud. You know, in the country go to hell when up here wear shirt not about Jamaica, hombre. Be shame.
and condemn the actions more than how now. Hey, be proud of Jamaica, I love Jamaica. No, Bridget.
No, me not like
Jamaica until
me not agree with everything when you say, cause me a proud Jamaican regardless of what. When me say a proud Jamaican, I'm talking about our lineage, our history, and our resiliency, and our culture and roots. Me not talking about no dirty police. History. Yeah, me proud of that. Me not talk about when me there foreigner, me say me proud of Jamaica. It don't misconstrue it for I am proud that police down there kill we off. And I'm one of them saying kill more. That's not what that is. So the people them have a right to be proud of Jamaica, man. We're proud for different reasons.
I agree with that.
But I understand why you said you feel away.
But look let's see if I have a son, right? And son become a murderer. And you can't trust someone coming in your house. Would you say you're proud that your son and wear a t-shirt with him on your body and walk around?
If I have a son and my son become
a murderer or a rapist, and you put a t-shirt with him on and walk around in America, I'm proud of my son?
No, but
different.
But all of Jamaica is not bad, bro. Remember, Maggie asked a lady set up. It was a lady. No, a brother said one time they should just carpet bomb Jamaica. I don't know if those of you who've been around long enough might remember this. Somebody called in and said them should have just carpet bomb Jamaica. I said carpet bomb. Cause you know what carpet bomb is? I asked the person, you know what carpet bomb is? So you're trying, the person was like, yeah, just flat get rid of it, wipe it off the map. And I said,
a madman that.
Yeah, I said, what about the elderly? What about the innocent children who did nothing to nobody? He was like, the good have to suffer for the bad.
No.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna let I'm not gonna let the good suffer for the bad, because as much as bad is going on in Jamaica, there's a lot of good there as well. My glass is always half full when it comes to Jamaica. Never in despair as in half empty and we can't get better. We can get better. It takes a lot of work to get better though.
Yeah, and then again, TikTok, I watch on TikTok with them people, be a cuss one. I say, why so much hate?
Yeah, the like the stuff what them call entertainment, right? Yeah. I mean, that's another section of people and segment of people that's not majority Jamaican, because honestly speaking, majority of Jamaicans that I know, they don't even tune into stuff like that. And even me can't even cuss too much over here, because I've built an audience where majority of the people used to tune in right here. They might hear me say a 1 word and 2 word and them say, yeah, that can slide. But I guarantee you, if I got up every day and start talking, like beer, F this and BC, Rossi, PC, that, and every other couple of words, you would see how fast they leave.
Yeah.
So it's not everybody, bro.
That's something real quick, right?
Yeah.
The females, them are culture, right? Celebrity dancer. If you hear me?
I hear you.
If I get upset and say, why not sexualize themselves? Why not can't put out good music? It's like some man on me and say, I hate woman. I'm forget because I love them. Why I say, protect yourself, stop cheap out yourself. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I seem so with Jamaica. I'm upset with Jamaica. I'm saying, yes, this year must avoid Jamaica.
Yeah.
And people are going to say, I hate my country, I'm upset. I still love my country, but it's upsetting my people.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, bro.
Man, yeah, big up yourself.
Man, as I respect my brother.
All right. That's it.
Yeah, the brother, him mad with him family. Put it like that, right? But we don't want everybody for that. You can't burn down the whole of Jamaica because whole heap of good is in Jamaica, right? Listen to one of these comments. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, SouFLo.
Yes, talk to her.
I think the JCF need to have a field training reform.
Like how they conduct raids and all that stuff?
Exactly. I feel they need an upgrade on their training, a reform.
Hold on, Marie.
On their field training.
Marie, do you remember when I said I would go and train them for free?
Yes, I'm getting to it.
Okay. All right.
I also believe that the JCF could benefit from some, not all, but some of the field training and techniques that the U.S. use for their police department.
Yes.
Yes. And one of those things is the body cam. And I have two things to say about the body cam. One, the body cam will bring accountability,
right,
which will weed out corruption in the police department, and it will weed out the corrupt police officers that are in the JCF.
Yeah.
Number two, you were reading something earlier about where the man said that if the police officer fall down on the camera,
yeah, they must go dive if
they must go dive
after them.
And I guess that will damage the camera or whatever. My thing is, how come the US use body cams with their police officers and they don't have a problem when they have to dive?
Right.
And the cameras don't get damaged.
I guess because we're Jamaican, so we dive in a special way. We dive on with chin. I don't know. I don't know what this Minister of National Security is talking about. That's why I was floored about his comments that he was making. To see that it's coming from somebody like him at such high up the ladder, that make you feel kind of like hopeless. Like, okay, if the nonsense are come from that high, then you know.
I'm sure he watched the video footage of what happened.
Of course he did.
He knows the details of what happened.
Yeah.
How can you know all of that and then come before us and actually say what you say about police officers diving on their camera?
And camera is not going to really benefit helping to find.
And cameras are not going to benefit these situations that keep happening. It only benefit to watch the higglers.
Oh boy.
What sense does that make?
I don't know.
Who convinced him that it was okay to publish that?
I don't know, boy. But that shows you who we have in leadership.
And what does that say to this young man's family?
Exactly, especially since
it's like you're just slapping the family in the face.
Because they haven't even come out to say, you know, the situation looks.
That's a big insult to this.
They could have at least came out and said, you know, our condolences, and we're investigating the matter, and we won't be saying anything forward from here. But give the people them one little bit of peace of mind just by saying we're paying attention to it. We see it. And things are not lining up, but we're paying attention to it. Everybody stay calm, and we'll get you the rest of it. That's all they had to say.
And what is the Prime Minister saying about this situation? Because what we notice is that, okay, we're gonna vote this Prime Minister in. And once we put him in and he win, that's it. Like he don't have to do anything else.
Yeah.
His whole purpose of being there is to deal with issues like this.
Yeah.
And this is a big issue that goes beyond the incident that happened, because it opened up a whole can of worms for us to go right back to the discussion of the body cams. We keep going right back to the conversation about accountability.
Right. Right.
So this is bigger than just that one incident. And the Prime Minister needs to say something and act and do something.
He's not doing nothing. He's not. I'm telling you right now, Andrew ain't saying nothing. He don't need no votes from nobody. He won the election already. He'll say something in a few years when he need more votes. Remember me telling that. Andrew not say a thing. He's good where he's at. They gave him what he wanted. Why should he come out and say anything now? him brethren them a tear up the place. He's probably talking to them behind the scenes and saying, why, this not look good enough. How we not gonna fix this? You know, if we gotta find a way to do it enough. That's about it.
Like the caller before me said, he's disappointed, and I can hear it in his voice. Yeah. I'm disappointed over my own people as well, even though I'm still proud of my legacy. But it seems like social media has made these people ignorant and illiterate, and it's like sheep being led right to the end of the cliff.
Okay, watch
right
this.
To the edge of the cliff.
Watch this, Murray. Watch what Great Goodies said. Him already has a 4th term loading, right? This is no joke. Watch this. You see all that's happening? The people will forget that when it's time for the 4th term to be loaded. And they will actually help him to load up a 4th term. All the stuff that's happening is what they forget when 4th term time come. And 3rd term and 2nd term. And he knows this. He knows this. You know, hear the man tell us, say, him know when to turn it on or when to turn it off. Or him know when to turn it up, whichever one of those he said. They're minions and puppets, and they're being used exactly like that. And he's the puppet master. He's figured out how to use the people. He's figured out how to get to them when he feel like it. And the people them right now are set 4th term loaded. Even with all that's going on, 4th term loading. Already.
Until I see a DNA database set up in Jamaica. Until I see a pedophile registry set up. Until I see the enforcement of the body cams. I don't think things are going to get better for Jamaica anytime soon.
They're not. And those things you just spoke about, those things are detrimental in the process of things getting better. Those are needed tools in order for things to get better. So no, until they do those, it's not going to get better.
Now go back in our chat, SouFLo.
All right.
Later.
Watch this. Hear this right here, right? Y'all check this out. This comment right here. May I tell you, sir, if you follow some of them people here, the way them piss you off, you see? That's why more time me just Lego social media sometimes and just go like read something or hold on the caller. Give me a minute. These are the comments that piss me off. Look. After the commissioner of police said all that, right? A lady said, wow, so y'all just come address Indicom. They came and you addressed Indicom publicly, but you guys didn't even have the common courtesy to address the family of the young man who was wrongfully killed. Wow, Jamaica gone to the dogs, she said. Here, let me reply here. Continue to do the great job you guys are doing. Don't be deterred by the loud noise. Push forward with the firm goal of cleaning up this beautiful Jamaica land we love. The next one said, big up to the JCF. I stand with you, and I hope the body-worn cameras never happen. Chuck, may I try showing you the comment. You see when I go look for who said this? Watch this, you know. When I went, I hope the person says, big up to the JCF, I stand with you, and I hope the body-worn cameras never happen. So when I went and look at this particular person, come look for all of them, just to see who I make them comment here. When I went and look at this particular person, guess what I saw? This is a Chinese Jamaican who is into cars and builds racing cars. A Chinese Jamaican. You know, I was going to leave a comment to that person and say, of course you love to see this. because none of your kind are getting killed in it. So you love to see this. But something just said, why bother? Why bother? Because them definitely don't care. You know? They're encouraging the police to keep killing a Chinese. Welcome to the platform, Alwyn.
Yeah, Flo. What's going on,
Big up
bro?
yourself.
Yes, man. What's
Welcome.
going on?
Not much with there. How
yeah,
you?
Me have my little boy. I try feed him. You know what I mean? May go on stay home right now. Meanwhile, wifey at work and everything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. The way how you have this show going on, bro. Trust me, I'm a subscriber, even though I'm not a member yet. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, yo, the things we are doing right now, brother, may I tell you? No, me not say no other. Me not there yard right now, but me not see no other YouTuber have the level of where you are, the discussion where you have. And big up to all of the people, you know, where they're on the show and everything, brother.
Yeah, man, the
Yo,
audience.
Yo, may I listen to you, man? And may I tell you, say, you're one dude when me really analyze and notice. You know, I mean, I know. Me hear a few people tell you this already, you know, but yo, the level of knowledge where you have a drop on your show, man, I'm telling you, man, it's remarkable. You know what I mean? Because
I appreciate that, bro.
all of the stuff them where you talk about, my yo, there's lots of points where me I see and I hear and some of them something here. And that's why I say anybody where listen to your show, if them don't know how you is, might as well don't even say nothing. Because me see how you do your thing, my youth. You're not a guy who come on this platform where you have a platform and you're a no-nonsense guy. You see what I'm saying? So therefore me have to give you props to that, my youth. Because all of them something here. All of these things, my youth, appear, you know, when I listen to the details of these stuff where you talk about, I be a foolish some go on with. You see all this body cam stuff, them can't deal with it, my youth. They can. They just don't want to deal with it.
They just don't want to.
They just don't want to. Because look, as much as up on this side of the equator where we're there right now, as much as these, you know, law enforcement have for them, and no care what happened, them still I use it. Mind you, you know, when people go out and they use them camera and the video, they was acting like, yo, you can't video this, you can't video that. But like I said, them constitutional right to do as they please, you know what I mean? Citizens can do that, you know what I mean? But why is it them no want to use it? Use it, man, so we can see what really are going. Because if they have it in this process, I know we wouldn't have to they go around and they come around with this.
Exactly.
Yeah, with this bullshit foolishness where they talk about.
So 23 police officers went to that house according to Indicom. 23.
Right.
And none of them had not one body camera on them.
And
now we believe their version against a video CCTV footage that we saw from the family.
With all this foolishness about youth go outside. We can't see the video of the youth go outside. What the hell again you go in a house with man and then
in the room.
Yeah. What kind of foolishness? Who them a try for trick? Eh? Who them a try fool? Yo, when me hear about some of them something on my youth, it's like I'm trying to figure out like what's wrong with these people. Them not understand, they not see where them fools they are going with, man. They can't see them blind or something or what.
Jamaican people better get on board with each other, you know, though, as far as them something are going. I'm talking about the ones them who are calling out for stuff like more CCTV cameras across the country and the police officers them having body camera and all that. Them better get on board and stop make them brainwash them, because they're brainwashing the people, you know, brother. They're brainwashing the people into believing that if you are asking for these things, you are anti-police and you are anti-law.
Flo, like me say, me not have no problem with law enforcement, you know. But me say the thing is, when them I deal with them, I have to deal with, and come here, you give them props, you know. Me here, you give them props. So like I said, anybody who will listen to your show, them have to know who and who you big up and bless up, and when they forget them props, they get it. Because me are the one where we say same way. when them go in and deal with them supposed to deal with for the citizens, them, because that them supposed to, serve and go
Right.
and go protect. They're supposed to serve and protect and stop with the foolishness. You know what I mean? So if them do, when them do things where them supposed to do right, my youth, yes,
Give
them will
them
get
up.
them props.
Of course.
Them will get it. I'm
Of
here,
course.
give them. You know what I mean? So, like I say, you're sure where you have your run, my youth. Trust me. That is why I say the audience, them where you have on your show. That's why you have to dress them up because these people come on the show, my youth, and them there and we do the support because you are one of the voice where they are so what we have to listen to where bridge the gap between yard and abroad. You know what I mean? So when you check it out, when we really look at it, my yo, the way how you even dedicate a show, you're there on this side and you couldn't flip it and say, all right, I know you're going to deal with yourself, but you're still there yard. It's like you're in a yard business more than how even yard people can know about what going on. Yeah.
You know why? You know why? Come in there yard enough. Come in there yard enough and I don't want them thing here reach me.
How do you, man?
That's enough. I don't want them thing here reach me when me there. I don't want to reach any of my family member them that are there.
Yo, me been down there already. I mean, I tell her, say, pass through all the station them. I'm still see like book. You still a write out a book, man. Want your computer them and them something. They want to, you see what I'm saying? So
write out your statement and tell us what happened.
Yo, man, trust me. If yard have so much foreign-based entities stuff are going there, why the level of improvement with this digital age with them at talk about? Why it not read Jamaica just right around the corner right there, so you know?
Boy.
So therefore all of this digital stuff, if you have the Chinese them on board and whatnot, why you know let them set up stuff on the go on, just like how them set up the highways and all of them something there, man. Get on a digital platform point, man. Get it on point.
That's what I said before too. The amount of money they keep spending to build up all these new buildings and infrastructure, them call it these luxury this and luxury that. Invest some of that money in in our security, not true?
Long time, yeah. That's why I tell you, say whenever you're up on the platform, my youth and hear talk, all of these things, me hear you mention them something here. And sometimes, just like how you say, we have some critics that come about and they talk like some bull crap out of them mouth. They talk about you. You now put down on Jamaica, my youth. I support the place because everything where you talk, like I said, you're right here. And you bridge the gap between yard and abroad. Because if you was the type of person who me say, really I said some things about yard. You think more than want to on the platform my youth and even attack? No, because if they analyze where you really attack, say, use a guy like this, you do your studying and you me hear you all the while say, if you not do your research, me even hear people say
don't talk about it in depth like you did, or like stop. Don't talk about stuff like that. You didn't take the time to go at least dig up some proper information on it. Don't go in depth about it then. That's my thing.
People bring stuff to you. People bring stuff to your audience same way. And if you don't know about it either, you still not jump on it until you say you're gonna do your research.
Yeah.
And that's a big plus. So that's why when people are listening to somebody, and look, again, may I outline certain topics. I mean certain points. If you make mistake, my youth, just like you say, even earlier on this morning, may I listen. And you say when you make a mistake, you're not afraid to come apologize and stuff. And that's what you're doing. Right. You know what I mean? And like I said, me personally, me not really fan the YouTube stream like that. But me make sure say, yo, for me I listen to your show, and it's not too much show where you can interact with somebody like this and get this level of yeah. The only person otherwise like when me say my youth and me touch base with the same way. And you know, me don't know if me even want to say other people name by your station, but you know, sometimes you do have to mention certain people. Teach them to me, listen to teach them, you know what I mean? Because like I said, him kind of remind me as somebody, I mean, you kind of remind me as somebody like him. Them guys that only not really do nothing without on make sure say on a background straight, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So, how old the baby is?
At 3 months now, you know.
Congratulations, bro.
Yes, man. pure girls, one boy.
And this are the only boy?
Yeah.
Oh, you finally get your boy.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah, man. So
look at you.
yeah,
Bless.
yeah, man. Me have some time off with him right now until mommy did have her time when she did just have him, but she went up on some, you know, she have a little complication that was going on, so she went have some. It wasn't her as you would call it, her maternity time yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, just some time where she was out before she had baby, because she did have to be out before the boy had come through, because she was having a little complication and stuff. So
Okay.
that's why I know she's gonna I did put in my time, so I assume me back in the work zone, but you know what I mean. I'm just spend my time with him right now until
Yeah,
when me
man,
gone back, then
enjoy.
she's gonna be out. But yeah, man.
Enjoy.
Yes, man. I want you, man. Cause I tell you my youth, I won.
How
Let
many
me have.
girls you have?
So it's 4 girls.
4 girls.
Yeah.
Are you,
And so
yeah,
3
me know you're happy,
3
I
three
know you're
girls.
happy. 4
Three,
girls and you finally get a boy.
yes, man. Three
Oh,
the
God.
three girls technically live with us, and then one is somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, man. But this boy right now, man, may I tell you, man, may I tell you, it's like, because me have other siblings by mommy's side, but daddy, me are the only boy for the father.
Okay.
Yeah, so me have sisters and brothers by my mom side, but I'm the only one for my dad. And then
Ah,
sadly, man, daddy left 2019.
oh gosh. All right.
Yeah, so him
So
didn't
the
even get a
bloodline will
chance.
continue, brother.
Yo, may I tell
The
you some my
bloodline will
youth.
continue because if you're the only boy over there, that means you was almost at extinction.
Yo, yo,
Now
may I
look-
tell you say that's why I say may I have to big up wifey, because we wasn't gonna go no more. And she
uh-huh.
kinda did, yeah, she kinda put it in for
So that's
with
it.
it with yeah, you know. But yeah,
Boy,
man, may tell us say, yo, everything we are touch, man. Everything that is touching on my youth, may tell her. When me listen to some of these story, man, it's like a lot of them don't make no sense. I mean, don't know who them a try fool, you know what I mean?
boy, brother.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna wrap up the show here still.
Yes,
I have
sir.
one little more piece of something to go through. See?
Yeah, man. So
All right, thank you for
anytime we're ready.
stopping by.
Yes, man. Anytime we're ready, we will link back again. You know what I mean?
All right, my brother. Manners and respect and take care of the little prince here, sir.
Yes, sir. Everybody who up on the show, man, all your dedicated audience, man. Like I said, Mr. Jerome, him, Jerome, man. Me I tell him my youth. Sometimes when him talk, me I tell him I laugh. You know what I mean? Me say 5 up recently too, and all of them, all of the ladies them too, man. Bless up all of the women them too. You know what I mean?
All right, my brother.
Yes, man. We
Manners.
can't do without them. And you and
No.
wifey and the kids them, my youth. You know.
Indeed, bro. Indeed.
Yes, man.
Manners and respect here, sir. What a boy big for 3 months.
Yeah.
You're
Yes,
big.
man. Yeah.
You're a
Yes,
big man
sir.
yourself.
Yeah.
That baby big for 3 months, man.
Yo, man, tell us my youth when before him came, them same weight they drop. And when him born him, I was only 5 pound, about 5 pound 3 or something like that. And in a 2 months time, the boy shot up over 12.
Simon, he might drink up him sustenance and these things.
Yo, yes, sir.
Yes. Manners and respect here, sir.
Yeah, Flo, anytime, man.
All right, my brother.
Yes, sir. All right.
Boy. Rasta there. Rasta, Mr. Rasta on join the stage.
Said man.
Stage. Manners and respect, Rasta, what go on?
Blessed and morning, you know, flow. Boy, may I listen up all the while go on and
Hold on the Rasta.
for
Give me
the
1 second. Hold on there. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
SouFLo.
Yeah, family.
We keep this one piece of important information what me just hear you say.
What?
Like the police them have conference and talk about the camera, say they can't wear camera.
No, that was the Minister of National Security who said that the cameras them won't help to do anything because police, once them start get shot at, the police have to go dive anyway. And him said the cameras are more beneficial to like, you know, like when the vendors, the higgler them in the wrong zone. Yeah. Yeah.
Why
it's like the camera they make out of paper or something.
No, this is really a big comedic thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it for comedic either. Want me to take this for? Oh, it's strong. Shiny man.
Style, them a style, man.
Oh, what kind of
Hey.
Need to just flush and death. Let me just say, scenario we need to go in there now with the bad night police. One day is the you did the one of them daughter.
We have a man on the screen. We have a
Yeah,
brother on the
what's
screen.
up, brother?
Yeah, go with it.
Yeah, go on now.
Then one of them
Chilling,
daughter,
you know.
and then one I did one of them wife.
How you gonna have
Take it
motherfuckers
away.
on the planet?
All right. Wow.
Master magician, and they don't even know how to goddamn throw a lick without the bitch hitting back.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, Father Flo, I listen to program for morning and the account of everything will lead up till now. Something not look good. Something not look good.
This look like
Something not look
Indicom.
right.
This look like Indicom even no said the JCF mess up the one here. No.
This look like a mission about for silence the truth because it's evident we can see it, the people them can see it. You know what I say? And it's like every little piece of the two different story them. Every little piece of what obvious is like them pull a orange man and turn it into some matrix vision. You didn't see this. Don't look at my right hand because my left hand moving the evidence right now.
You know what? Let me tell you something, right? Based on the reply from the police commissioner, now I know why Indicom has been in Jamaica all these years and
And nothing now go on.
Nothing now go on. Because them bully Indicom. Them bully Indicom, you know. So Indicom can't do nothing.
Virgin, I say if the man them even take a smidgen of the budget and buy even what them call it, the T-Mo body cam them. Then they can clip right as so, you know. And even if them have to die, make we give it so them have to chuck and roll like some movie scene. Then 3D chuck and roll and which part them turn one certain way and you know what I'm saying the camera go lick the girl. You can put your hand forward with any gun in your hand.
What's
you can brace yourself in another angle. Say, all right, it's a little cheesy camera. But now I mess up that one. I can't come out of my peer. You get what I say?
Yeah.
At some rate, this camera don't make a difference. Them can wear it. It forgot to it's an outdoor thing.
Your father said good morning.
Yeah, your phone needs fixed up, brother.
You know, so some of them police.
You have on Bluetooth or speaker?
No, man, that's solid.
All right.
Some of them police group and solidarity, you have to kill people for getting it, to get initiated in it, because you have to see things where you never see. Everybody have to have something for something.
So everybody have them secret for each other.
Exactly.
Just
put that out there. Let them move.
All right, brother. Why?
What they let them call it a circle of trust?
A circle of trust.
And that the let them call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, break it down detail for detail, man. But did put together all of them things there loosely, but now that you hear everything together in a both stories, something don't look good. Something don't look good.
right now, because Indicom wouldn't have let go that. Just like that. I think Indicom knows. Indicom is waiting for them to take some level of accountability. But them look like them want to cover up the story. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo.
Hey, family. How you doing?
Good. It's Friday, man.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. Just quickly,
yes.
Just to wrap up everything that you're talking about. Interestingly enough, a few days ago, I met someone who was in a gang in Chicago and then served on the force for 15 years. He said something that was interesting. When he was in the gang and deep in the gang, they would have what's called initiation week for all of the gangs in the area. And they would send a memorandum to the police, say, do yourself a favor. Now find yourself around here in your uniform. It's not going to be nice. And you know, the police complied. Okay. Second, he said, all of those mayors in Chicago, all of the leadership, they have connections to the gangs. And if they want, they can blow up the whole thing, not literally. Let me just be clear. Meaning, do their bidding. And so they're in it deep. And that's how they get things moved. And that's how they win and get whatever they need to get across. What am I getting at? There's a reason why you hear this man say that foolishness. He's not only looking out for the police, and in particular ones who are doing the bidding of the gunmen then and the gang then. He's looking out for his own interests. So of course you don't want anything recorded, because a lot of the politicians are in bed with corrupt cops and the gunman then.
Got it.
It's a system. Yes. And that, when he said that to me, I said, that makes sense. Yeah. So they all work. I'm not going to say just all of them, but the ones, they work together. And because somebody who's trying to protect the community would never say something like that and would never be against something like that unless you know something that will be showing up on these cameras that shouldn't.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Very well
said.
said.
SouFLo.
Very well
Thank
said.
you.
Yeah,
Take
thank
care.
you. Yeah. So basically, they don't want them cameras because they're hiding. Now, here's the last part of our morning right here, right? Now they're saying that there are about how much camera? 1,000 cameras are on their way now immediately. Just so. So the leadership of the Jamaica Constabulary Force has now reiterated its position that in regards with every encounter that results in a fatality as unfortunate, and they promise 1,000 body cameras would be in the island shortly. At the same time, the Jamaica Constabulary Force High Command described the September 15th fatal shooting of Jamar Ferguson, the young man we're talking about, at Cherry Tree Lane in Clarendon, as unfortunate. However, the facts of what took place on that day are to be conclusively determined by an independent investigation. The JCF said in a new release on Thursday and extended its sincere condolences to Ferguson's family and friends. We know the stance they were trying to take. They were trying to paint him as a criminal. They were trying to paint him as some kind of wanted man or something. And police don't normally issue condolences to the family members of any criminal that they kill or wanted man. So the fact that they're here now where they have issued condolences to his family, kind of tell you, say, him wasn't that guy. Not to mention, everybody do not forget, his name was not on that warrant. His house was not on that warrant. They hit the wrong house, and the person who they were looking for is not related to that family or that house. Don't forget that. So the JCF issued a release hours after the Independent Commission report that fatal shootings of 4 men by the police in 3 incidents on Wednesday and Thursday. Listen, the JCF issued a release hours after the Indicom report. Fatal shootings of 4 men. This is after Jamar. Fatal shootings of 4 men by the police in 3 different incidents on Wednesday and Thursday. This moved the number of people killed by members of Jamaica security forces since the start of the year to 232. I'm just telling you, say it was 225 yesterday. It's 232 now. And more than 70% increase over the period, corresponding period. This time last year, 70% less people were killed by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. According to Indicom, there has been 20 fatal shootings by members of Jamaica security forces so far for this month alone. This represents the 10th consecutive month where 20 or more Jamaicans have been shot and killed by Jamaica Constabulary Force. This marks the 10th consecutive month. So for 10 months straight, they have been killing at 20 a month.
20 a month.
That's not enough. Kill more. This corresponded to a 76% surge in the total number of persons who have been shot and killed by the state agents, Indicom said in a media release on Thursday. The JCF is now look like they are upset with Indicom because why else would the commissioner voice his displeasure in a public way about the report that that Indicom put out yesterday? Why? They're voicing their displeasure to quiet Indicom. They're voicing their displeasure to intimidate Indicom. It is like saying Indicom supposed to be on our side, but you're not being on our side. And the funny thing is, Indicom is not supposed to be on their side.
So them are
Indicom is not even supposed to be on them side. Indicom is an independent entity that is supposed to conduct their investigations with nothing attached to any side. So their independent finding.
Like them, the whole force are trying to pull a concentrated purge.
All right. It kind of look like that, don't it? Kind of look like
concentrated purge, that enough.
Brother, the man said this
that make me feel like more something in a something that than what you are talking about, you know. I know I say it on the program, I just serious right
program, now. I know where you're going with that. I'm there.
Yeah, all right.
Off the ear kind of conversation there, and everything good for talk, not true?
Yeah.
Yeah, cause this looks
that was happening. Because if me have a card and you have a card and you not play your card and me have my card to play your card, I don't want to call up too much card in the game. You know.
All right.
You know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Go on with the thing, man. Listen.
Indicom reported that the latest incident were a double fatal shooting by the police in St. Catherine on Wednesday, another fatal shooting in Old Harbor, St. Catherine on Thursday, and then one in Hungary town, Mannings Hill, St. Andrew, also on Thursday. The men killed in the Wednesday incident, they have been identified as Malachi McLean, 24-year-old, Nicoy Nelson. Up to press time, the names of the men by the police on Thursday have not been released yet. At least 2 of the 3 incidents have been confirmed as arising from a planned police operation. And what Indicom is saying is, it's not like these guys are attacking the police, ambushing them, and they don't have time to turn on video camera. You have to get to firing to save yourself. These are planned missions that the police are planning. So they know when they're going to hit it. They have all the control, and they still are not wearing body camera. They have ample time to collect footage with their body cameras. And almost 80% of these killings were done on these planned police operations. That kind of sound like them just a plan to go kill people. Because if I'm doing something,
them have a list. Them have a list or a quota or something.
Something. Because me
something in a
do
something.
80% of the time, me frig it up, right? If I'm a mechanic and 80% of the cars that I fix broke down back a road same way, and 80% of the people that I work with their car tell everybody else that's not a good person to go to, my business would have closed down, don't?
It would have must lock down, clean. Cause if every car will come back have the same catalytic converter and the radiator or the brakes rotor them, yeah, keep on I them think they keep on a show. Because the similarity is in a them reports the with them again, you know. All of them statements have a similar lineup, you know. The nearby bushes, the shot at, them them corner and them, yeah, I mean some circumstantial them did have to take the life and them couldn't do nothing else because one of them would have dead. It add up too close, man. Something in a something.
Let me finish this up.
Go on, got you.
Report. At least 2 of the 3 incidents have been confirmed as arising from planned police operations. Year to date, 118 persons have been killed in planned operations. Additionally,
at roughly 20 a month.
Additionally, no body-worn camera was reported as being worn by any of the concerned officers in any of these incidents. 1 firearm was reportedly recovered by the police in each of every incident. The investigative body said all incident scenes will be examined and evidential materials recovered, processed, and packaged. The hands of the deceased will be swabbed for gunshot residue, and their bodies will be photographed and sealed pending post-mortem examination. Listen, the concerned officers were served with Section 21 notices pursuant to the Independent Commission of Investigation Act 2021 to submit statements and to attend interviews. That's all. So when them kill the people, they're served with this notice, the Section 21 notice, where they have to basically submit statements and attend an interview where they're going to be asked to reiterate what happened. INDECOM continues to encourage citizen participation in the investigative process by providing any known information. Witnesses are asked to provide photos, videos, or information available in relation to these and other fatal shooting incidents. The information should be shared via INDECOM's WhatsApp number, 876-553-0000. INDECOM is saying you have any evidence, you can share it with them through their WhatsApp number, 876-553-0000. Or persons may visit or contact their office at the Commission. Call their number at 876-968-1932 or 876-968-8875. The issue of fatal police shootings has been back on the front burner ever since this young man was fatally shot by the police inside of his house in Cherry Tree Lane. The police have claimed that Ferguson was shot when he pulled a firearm while his house was being searched by police during the planned operation. But video footage which has gone viral has led many people to question the police version of the incident. The footage shows Ferguson opening his door with his hands in the air while 2 cops enter the house. What happened later is the source of much more concern as to where there is no footage of the actual shooting. INDECOM has also reported that Ferguson's name was not on the search warrant that led the police to that house. The warrant was issued under the Firearms Act, and it was meant for the address. It was meant for the address they went to, but it did not have the name of the man who was fatally shot. INDECOM Deputy Commissioner Hamish said, okay, so now they're saying it was meant for the address that they went to. Yesterday, they said it was not meant for the address that they went to because only thing was on there was Cherry Tree Lane, and it didn't have the house. So it couldn't be meant for that address. It was meant for the area, but no specific house in Cherry Tree Lane. Jamaica Observer earlier this week, as he renewed the call for cops to be equipped with body cam, there have been over 100 planned operations this year that have resulted in fatalities. In which that something needs to be done. There has been over 100 operations this year in which resulted in fatalities, of which none have had any body cam footage deployed by the Jamaica Constabulary Force. That is really the concern. More broadly, Mr. Ferguson's death, which is equally important, Campbell said that he used a radio interview to call the JCF to make public comments on the incident. But in its release on Thursday, the JCF argued, this is Campbell, the head of the Indicom. In its release on Thursday, the JCF argued that Campbell's position was at best disingenuous, given the repeated public and private me that put Rasta mic on mute. We went through that already. The JCF is basically saying Indicom look like they're against them. Because Indicom told them before, don't release information to the public so quick, especially if it's still under investigation, just don't say nothing. So that's why they were just not saying nothing. And then Indicom come out and say something when Indicom shouldn't have said nothing either because it's still under investigation, which kind of forced them now, the JCF, to say condolences to the youth family. Because the public is saying, damn, on the address Indicom, but on couldn't even say condolences to the youth family. So they finally did, but they did it in the same breath of saying 1,000 more body cameras are on their way. The government of Jamaica has invested billions of taxpayers' dollars to create the ecosystem necessary to make their deployment widespread. And the JCF has embraced their role in accountability and modern policing. The High Command can now report that the recent processing of procuring 1,000 new body-worn cameras is now completed, and the contracts are with the provider ahead of delivery in the coming weeks. This is the largest single procurement of body cameras in the Jamaica Constabulary Force history, and it points out that the force is incapable of manipulating the procurement process or spending beyond the resources allocated to it in the annual national budget. We have no independent authority to purchase outside of that framework. They're giving an excuse to the public as to why they still don't have no body cameras. No, no, they're saying them have a limited amount of money and them can't spend outside of that amount of money, and them can't speed up the process to get the cameras here. They can't manipulate the process to make the cameras move faster. Furthermore, we maintain that operational decisions regarding the development of and utilization of worn body cameras remain squarely within the purview of the JCF as the law enforcement body cam and not Indicom. Oh man, them could have saved that. They could have saved that. All of a sudden, 1,000 body cams are on the way. That is where we are. So we look out.
You know what me the kind of want know? How much of them people where them kill? You know the will get killed already. How much of them? Me don't know if them see something or hear something what them not supposed to see. Because me not see how much of them people are like wanted gun people where terrorize the country and they need to just take them out. Me not see.
Right. It's not like them.
I wonder how much of them store this on the same.
Then not that, brother. At that. Look.
But just I deal with it like a 3-year-old because if me not say it outward, I can't believe what I process.
Yeah, check it. Over 100 operations for the year, all fatal, right? Planned operations. So how come we never see a list of all these people and I say
where them
John
did need
wanted, Stephen was wanted, Joe was wanted, and then these are the people that we took out. Not even a list. Most of them not even upon no wanted list or have no criminal record or nothing.
In that last situation, you know, remember say not even the street, the house address the dep on the list. So obviously at the whole street, them that look for.
The whole street. Any house
yeah, it could have been any house, anybody.
Wow.
At the whole street, them that look for. Territory Lane.
Church Lane. I'm going to read up on Church Lane. Better behave themselves and better get them cameras up. The one thing that bothers me about this is the police them take up the people them camera system gone with them.
The fact that them trouble the camera system in any sense.
Right. So here's what I'm wondering. May I wonder if in the bedroom which part them kill him, camera did in there.
Probably because remember say one of them run go upstairs first, you know.
Some people have camera with them down. It's like the camera is not storing in the clouds. The camera is stored there. So
exactly.
The whole system, them have everything, and you can't see nothing else. It's like a little bit to show up on your phone, but the whole thing you have to go to their for them something to see it.
Yeah.
And I wonder how that happened with this, and why them have footage of what they did in that room to that youth, but we don't have it.
Right.
I don't know if the family would have sent it straight already.
Well, when them take out all of the camera, them and the camera were in front of the door with them return sideways, that would have been the last point of seeing if anybody there care about any equipment with them or any other things where we can say that them are clear up this because of that.
Right.
Them make a clean sweep with the camera part. Something no look good.
I'm here with SouFLo.
Yeah.
SouFLo.
Yeah, family.
But you just say a while ago, the police then take out the people in camera system out of their house, then pick the people and something.
That's
the entire camera system.
Take out the entire camera system.
How are they work sitting at you? This is one people though. What you say?
Yeah,
they
man.
need figure L footwear like Benji.
Why?
They need figure L. How you know the hell what me talking? They're out order.
Yeah. Why?
I just have to say it in my Bojo voice. Something no look good. Something no look good.
Something no look good.
Got you.
I think Indicom is doing their investigation and Indicom is seeing that the JCF cannot back up their account of what happened to that youth there. So I don't know how them are gonna spin this, but we're gonna stay close to it to see.
Before you lock off, I can give one prior to the situation. I pray say somebody in at the Indicom, I write down pen and paper, information side of information, like how you take notes and say we are gonna talk about this, we are gonna talk about that, we are gonna talk about that. I hope somebody in there actually I take notes and I check off all of these parcels of evidence side by side and see out of all of them where you can even cancel out one or two, enough extras there, something will look good.
All right, brother. We're gonna end it right here, so. We're gonna end it right here, so. Manners and respect. See?
Manners and respect, SouFLo on the chat, one and all. Rasta you, I'm out.
All right.
Bless.
I want this family. I want this family to know that because when things like them happen, you're left lonely. You feel like the world against you. Every whole heap of people out here still tell police will kill more, and we're standing with you. I want the Jamaican people to know again that when you boost up and you big up the police, them for do things like these, without you just the best you could do right now, if you don't have nothing good to say, is just shut up. Shut up, because it look bad on them already. On the police, it look bad on the JCF already. So if you really support them, just shut up, because you're just adding more hurt to what the family is going through. The youth wasn't a gunman. They have nobody around to say him was ever somebody where even like bully nobody, raise him voice, known to be involved in anything or anything like that. Did you see the list of stuff that this youth was involved in? The youth is gainfully employed, fresh graduate, still in a school for something else. I have 2 business ventures that he is actively working in, pursuing at the moment as well. Highly productive, progressive young youth. And him lose him life just like that. That tells me that it could happen to any one of us. You can do your yard chill out in a Jamaica, and for those of you who live a foreign and you only go to Jamaica every once in a while, or you go down once a year or whatever, that's all it takes, is for you to be there one time and them suddenly have a warrant for your address and you end up dead and don't make it back, go foreign or wherever you were going after that. So this need everybody on board. I will continue to pay attention to this. I can't wait to hear what the final finding of Indicom is. But let me make a prediction before. Me no like Indicom. And I haven't liked Indicom since Chucky Brown. When Chucky Brown said he's going to tell everything, and the man got to Indicom and tell them everything, and him alone get buried under the prison. And we never saw or heard from Chucky Brown again. And all the names that Chucky Brown called, especially the high-profile names, it was put out in Jamaica media that all of them are under investigation at the moment. And what happened to the investigation? Not even the findings of the investigation, they didn't come back and give us anything about. Everything got swept under the rug, which was the first time I said, Indicom is not doing nothing in Jamaica. And then I went and dug up Indicom history and find out, anybody ever get in a trouble yet and get locked up and something from the other side of the law, the so-called good side of the law, through Indicom's investigation? And my answer was no. So Indicom is not uncovering any great corruption in the country. Indicom is definitely not on the side of the people. Indicom look like them that if a mask like confusion and stir up the waters and make everybody hopeful and then lay it on you, which I look forward to seeing them do. If I'm wrong, come back and tell me. But y'all know how I do when I predict. I'm predicting that nothing is going to come out of this because Indicom is going to side with law enforcement in their findings. Watch out, see what I say. We're going to leave it right there, so it's a sad place to leave it, but it is that. It's reality. So, with Indicom, who's supposed to be the independent arm of investigation, not really being that way or looking useless, we're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, my friend. Yeah. With that said, though, manners and respect to everybody tuning in. My grandmother said, Miss Ruby, they're right here, so she said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful, but it's best to be good. And my grandfather, Mas Clevey, is right beside her. Mas Clevey said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare me life. Go out and have some fun for the weekend, soak up some sunshine and all these things. Summer is coming to an end. Cold weather soon reach a lot of us. All right, surround yourself with people you love and people who love you. And if you can't do that, it's okay to be by yourself. Get to know you, learn you, love you. If you don't love you, you can't love nobody else. I'm out. Peace.